on, bro? The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Markel.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit Boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
But I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time. So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, Mongrel, stay tuned.
7:02 and 40 seconds. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins.
Where's Cappy?
Well, switcher crashed, so give YouTube a few moments.
Oh, I can't even hear him, though.
I'm here.
Well, you should be able to hear him.
Nope.
You don't hear him?
Nope, I'm here.
You don't hear that at all?
I don't hear Cappy. I see Cappy doing the air guitar.
But you hear me?
I don't
You hear me,
him at all.
though.
I hear you, yes.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, frankly.
Yo, you guys hear me? Because I
Don't
can
know
hear
what to
you.
tell
I hear Cappy.
I hear
Although
Georgie.
this could be a great dream that I don't hear Cappy all the time. But,
I hear Georgie. He's
You
in
hear
my
George?
head. He's in my head.
yeah, don't know what to tell you, pal.
Well,
Hey.
hold on. Let's make a switch here, Georgie.
What is this, Tulsa? For God's
Come on,
sake?
man. Come on. How about this? How about have George say everything he wants to say and then go, stop.
Hold
And
on.
then I'll say everything I want to say and then
Cappy,
I'll say,
shut
stop.
up.
What do you mean, shut up?
Get-
It's
There
your
we go.
fault.
I hear him
You're
now.
the big
Now you
dumbass
hear
that
him,
can't
right?
figure out how to run the board. You telling me to shut up?
Yeah, so I
This is the
could
way you
test
start.
this.
This is the way you
All
start
right,
Friday.
Oh, God. Now Cappy's done for the day.
Now I lost him.
No, because I potted him down.
Now, oh, I see.
Yeah. Only major market talent from here on out.
Wow. Wow.
All right, Cappy, now you're back. We were just trying to figure this thing out, bro.
Oh, he shut himself down.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got upset at you for
Oh, did he?
potting him down.
All right. Well,
I mean, you
listen,
shouldn't have potted him down.
I potted him down so we could figure out this technical aspect.
Well, you also said you didn't really say that, though.
No, I didn't.
You know what Cappy said?
But
I'm a leaving. Bye, Cappy.
all right, so we have YouTube back. I think
We do?
YouTube's back now.
Okay, great. Well, listen, I want to talk about this game yesterday. Tell me you guys were all watching this thing, because at least it was an early game. There's no excuse that nobody was watching this game yesterday.
Which one, the Lakers game or the football game?
I mean, the football game I got to later.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
I had it on one screen. But the Laker game in the second half was unfreaking believable. I mean, the back and forth between these two teams in the second half. The Lakers had a very comfortable lead at halftime. And then in the second half, the Raptors, within minutes, all of a sudden the game was tied. And you're like, oh, crap. It was basically, where's my Steelers drop?
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it felt like. I'm like, are these guys going to lose this freaking game to the Toronto freaking Raptors?
Those frickin' Raptors.
I mean, seriously, that's not what I was expecting. But, man, for all of you that rip LeBron, yeah, you mongrels, I'm talking to you. You rip LeBron. Oh, he only cares about his stupid little record. He's a stat patter. Kobe would never.
He
What
should
happened
be
yesterday?
more humble.
Yeah, more humble. There's a Cappy thing.
player.
Yeah.
That's right, LeBron. He's a ball player.
Game on the line, he always does the right thing. You don't believe me? Hear it from the man himself. Let's hear from LeBron yesterday on the play and the pass at the end.
Do you want the one where he goes through the last sequence or when he expounds on making the right play?
Either one, Lindsay.
Okay,
Surprise me.
Okay.
Just playing the game the right way. You always make the right play. That's just been my MO. That's how I was taught the game. I've done that my whole career. There's not even 1 second guessing that. Once they doubled AR and the ball got swung to me, I know it's a numbers game. We got a 4-on-3 advantage, and I was just trying to put the ball on time, on target, and right in the Rui socket in his shot pocket, and he knocked it down.
And then they were like, well, you get a lot of crap for being selfish and being a stat patter, blah, 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 whatever the question was. And he said,
But, listen, man, you guys know, you guys have been around me for 8 years. This is my 8th year here. You've been covering my career. I'll just make the right play. That's all that matters. Win, lose, or draw. You make the right play. The game guys will always give them back to me, no matter if it was a win or loss or whatever. That's just how I was raised, and that's how I always play the game.
And that's true. If you watch him, people have been very critical of him over his career, particularly when he was young. And I'm not alone on this. JJ even said it unprompted in his press conference yesterday. I'm sure we have that audio somewhere. But it was certainly a thing where, like, it's where the whole Skip Bayless nonsense came from with him, right? Oh, he doesn't have the clutch gene, whatever the freak that means. And again, this is what he does. He always is going to make the right play. It's like when he was asked, hey, how are you going to fit in with Luka and AR and the way they're playing? He's like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I've always made the right play. I've always played the game the right way. And he has. And he isn't sitting here. He could have, let me tell you something, he could have very easily taken that last shot and forced that last shot. And he didn't.
Do you think he would have made it if he did?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. He wasn't playing all that well offensively. I mean, he played well, in regards to controlling the game. And he played well, in regards to passing. And his defense was solid yesterday. But his shot was off. And he's rusty. And he admitted as such. That it's still only his 6th game, and he hasn't had a training camp, and he missed the first 14 games of the season, and he's, he didn't say this, but I'll say it, he's 40 freaking years old. He's going to be 41 in a few days, okay?
Well, he did call himself old the other day. He was like, well, it's just being old.
So, of course, he's going to take time, like, to get in basketball shape. You can't just get thrusted into this thing in the middle of nowhere and make it all work. But nonetheless, he was...
By the way, Cappy has returned, I believe.
Well, of course I've returned. You think I'm going to miss out on a day like today?
No, and but Walrus Encino in the YouTube chat says, will you and I pay homage to LeBron? I mean, listen, he had a garbage game, and then he made a pass. So
He didn't really have a garbage game.
8
points. He had 10 assists in the game.
He was being a ball player, a team player.
Well, he was being a team player. That's right. So when you say, George, that he made the right play by passing the ball to Rui, of course it was the right play because he was 4 for 17 from the field. It would have been insanely selfish had he taken that shot himself. Whereas in years past, when he did pass the ball, I can remember one in particular where he passed it to D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell missed the 3 to win it at the buzzer. And we were like, well, why did he make the play? And he was like, because that was the right play. But I'd rather live and die with LeBron, especially 2 years ago. But when you're 4 for 17 from the field, and Lindsay, I hear what you're saying. Well, he would have made the shot. How do we know?
No, I asked. I said, do you think he would have made the shot?
Well, here's what I think. I think that he didn't want to take that shot.
Oh,
why would he?
You have to turn it into that.
Well, but why?
But he didn't take the shot.
But why would he want to take it? But I mean, but don't you see that was the right play? The right play was I'm not shooting well. I don't feel it right now. But guess what? I have teammates that I can rely on. And I am smart enough to know that AR is doubled over here, which means somebody's wide open, and there he is. So as great of a passer as he's always been in his career, that was the right play. Is that wrong?
No, the way that you said it, you made it sound like you were disparaging him for not taking the shot.
Not at all.
Okay,
not
good.
one bit.
Because that's something that you may have, like hater of LeBron, Cap, you may have done in the past.
Well, you got to understand something.
He's winning you over, huh?
No, it's more of I asked the question. The question was, can he come back to this team and can he fit in with this team and can he add value to what they're already doing really well? And guess what the answers are so far? A resounding yes. And that's a good thing. That's good for LeBron. That's good for the Lakers. That's good for the fan base, isn't it? I mean, is it not?
Yes, it's great.
I thought he made the right play last night. But I also thought that the reason he passed that ball is because why would he want to take that shot? He wasn't playing well, shooting-wise. What do you think, George?
Well, I was going to say that a moment ago that he had told Rui, hey, I'm coming to you. Like, they knew the play. The play was exactly, well, I don't know about exactly as they drew it up, but probably very similar to the way they drew it up. They knew Austin Reaves was going to get doubled, and then that meant LeBron was going to have the opportunity to paint. The paint was going to collapse once he drove into the paint, and that was going to leave a 4-on-3 on the backside, and that's exactly what happened. And you had Rui wide open in the short corner.
And while Rui has never had a game-winning shot for the Lakers, hey, listen, if I were LeBron, I would have rather have passed the ball to Rui and given him the shot than take that shot myself for this reason. If I miss the shot, you know what people would have said about LeBron today, George?
What?
If he misses the shot last night, he decides to take it. Because if you remember, were you watching the game on Spectrum last night? I don't know if anybody else televised it, but were you watching it on Spectrum? Okay. So the play starts, and what does Billy Mack say? He says, wouldn't it be poetic if LeBron takes and drains the last shot and keeps his streak alive? Do you remember him saying that part in the broadcast? Does that sound familiar to you guys? So if LeBron takes the shot and misses the shot, what would the haters say this morning, Lindsay? What do you think?
That he's not clutch.
And more to it. There's more to it.
That he's selfish.
Correct. Because the streak would have been more important than the win. But the fact that he made the pass and the fact that Rui dropped it makes it like, hey, he's an unselfish team guy. And by the way, winning the game was more important than his streak. And oh, by the way, he could have taken the shot and missed the shot. And what would have happened had he missed the shot? They would have gone to overtime. There was still time to win the game. He chose to pass the ball because his teammate was open. He wasn't shooting particularly well. And winning, to his point, was more important than his streak. And from my perspective, George, respect. I've seen a lot of people on social media say it wasn't the right play. Oh, Michael Jordan would have taken that shot.
Anybody who says that on social media is a freaking moron.
Michael Jordan would have taken that shot. Kobe would have taken that shot. Steph Curry would have taken that shot.
By the way, Michael Jordan passed it to Steve Kerr and John Paxson to win finals games.
Well, that's my point. It was the right play. It was the right play on so many different levels. And the streak was going to, at some point, come to an end.
And by the way, Kobe was having a terrible game against the Celtics, and Ron Artest hit the shot that sealed the game. And what did Ron Artest say in his postgame? Oh, my God, I couldn't believe it. Kobe passed me the ball.
It was an incredible end to that game. It really was. And I will tell you this, I'm rooting for a great story. I know you guys all think, well, let me ask you, what did you think I was going to say today?
Oh, I had no idea what you were going to say.
Linz, you kind of assumed that I was going to be a hater today?
No, I thought that, like I just said, I thought that you were going to take the other standpoint of, well, the reason he didn't take the shot is because he didn't want to miss it and then get criticized. But I don't think that in that moment he was thinking about that. I think he was just thinking about winning the game.
Well, I think a lot of us were thinking, well, he's only got 8 points. Oh, my God, he's got the ball. Oh, my God, he's driving the lane. Oh, my God, is he going to take the shot? And then he didn't take the shot.
He was going to drive. He drove the ball, but then, and because he only had one guy on him, and he thought he could beat him, but then he saw the defense collapsing. And that meant Rui's guy was cheating off of him, and he was going to be open. So he saw it. Easy. It was an easy play to make. Easy pass to make.
It was the right play, and you can be the biggest LeBron hater. And I know a lot of you guys this morning probably assumed that I would show up this morning. Here's the things that you thought I'd say, right? Oh, LeBron's old. Well, guess what, George? I'm not saying LeBron's old. Oh, LeBron is washed. I'm not saying LeBron's washed. Oh, it's a young man's game. I'm not saying it's a young man's game. I know a lot of you guys were probably expecting me to say, oh, LeBron's flopping around. He's turning the ball over. He's not shooting the ball well. But wait a second. Then when it was 118-116, who tied the game? It was LeBron. But when it came to making that last shot, don't forget that with a minute to go and trying to shoot one from about 13, 14 feet away, what happened? LeBron got swatted by Scotty Barnes. You think that LeBron doesn't know that he's 4 for 17? He's not having a really good night? He's still kind of rusty?
I mean, LeBron, JJ said it. LeBron is acutely aware of everything.
That's my point, is that he wasn't shooting well. He was not having this brilliant game that I was hoping he was going to have in Luka's absence. He didn't absorb all the
but
scoring.
I told you yesterday that there was no chance it wasn't going to be Austin leading the charge offensively.
Oh, you were right, and I was wrong. I said I thought LeBron would score more than 21.5 points on Prize Picks, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm not saying that he's old. I'm not saying that he's washed. I'm not saying that he was flopping around, which he was. I'm not saying that his shot was swatted, which it was. But all of those things happened. And if you're LeBron and you are acutely aware of what is going on, to your point, then why would you want to take that last shot? If you miss it, everybody's going to call you selfish. Remember, it was a tie game. If Rui misses it, we're going to overtime. It was the right play to make. So,
well, I think if Rui misses it, people are going to say LeBron should have taken the shot. I disagree with that.
Of course they would have said that.
Yeah.
Of course they would have said that. But it didn't matter because it was a tie game. So we're going overtime. But he sacrificed a streak that we will never, ever, ever see again in basketball. Never. So
yeah, 1,297 games straight. I mean, the next guy is that he passed many years ago was at 900.
Yeah, we'll never see that.
You think about it. It was an 18-year record. Like, it took 18 years. Now, granted, he didn't play every game, but he played in like 90% of them.
I mean, we talk about like hitting streaks, right? The all-time hitting streak in baseball, 56 games. What's the likelihood we're ever going to see that again?
Well, so I have a funny stat for you guys. Nick Wright tweeted this. He said, the next two longest active streaks are KD at 267 and SGA at 170. And he said, so if SGA never misses a game and hits 10-plus every night, he can catch LeBron early in the 2039-2040 season when he's 41 years old. So,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not going to be broken.
I mean,
it's just
listen,
the reality of it.
Again, he could have taken that shot last night. He could have made that shot. He could have been the hero, and he could have kept his streak alive, and that would have been awesome.
And I'll say this. You could say he had a bad game, Chris. He did not have a bad game. Because, he had a rough shooting night, but we've been talking about this for his entirety since he's returned. He's having a rough shooting night because he's not in rhythm yet. He's played 6 games. He missed 14 regular season games. He missed the whole preseason. He missed the whole training camp. I mean, he missed basically, a month and a half of the season and, has to get thrusted in the middle of it. But he had 11 assists yesterday and no turnovers.
I mean, two things could be true at once, as you say, right? So he could just be old.
Well, again,
maybe that's why he had a garbage
11 assists and no turnovers.
No,
that's not a
great,
bad game to me.
But when it came to shooting, he was garbage.
So, I mean,
you're going to say, so what?
Did he not impact the game positively with 11 assists and no turnovers?
Yeah, but when it came to shooting, he was garbage, right?
Okay, I get it, Chris. But
Which
again,
is why he passed the ball.
Well, that's fine. I'm not saying that was a bad decision.
That's not a bad game. Okay, if he had 4 of 17 shooting, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, that's a bad game. When you have 11 assists, 0 turnovers, when you have the ball that much in your hands and you don't turn it over once, and you have 11 assists, that's not a bad game.
I'm actually surprised that the stats say that he didn't have any turnovers because there was that point late in the game and he got the ball passed his way, and he went down on the ground. He's flopping around all over the place, and the ball comes out, and it goes the other direction. I would have thought that was considered a turnover. I think actually Austin Reaves got the charge on, and I say the charge, I mean he was charged with the turnover on that play. He had 5. But I thought that was a LeBron turnover. Scorekeeper scored it differently. I'm not actually sitting there scoring the game.
And if you're scoring
so you're
at home,
saying
why
the guy
are you
in Toronto had it in for LeBron's 1 turnover?
I'm saying that I thought that was a turnover. I didn't realize that it was not considered a turnover. But nonetheless,
I was going to ask you about that because you did say, well, you need to turn the ball over. You mentioned that when you're talking about him flopping, which I also don't think he did.
So he did have a turnover.
No, he did not have
it was not in the box score.
Not
It was not in the box score as a turnover.
Technically, there were 0 turnovers by LeBron last night.
Right.
Kept
So
that
look,
streak going.
So would you have rather
But
he
you're
had
just another hater,
So,
Chris.
Cap,
like,
let me
that's
ask
what you are. The guy can't do anything right in your eyes.
Cap, let me ask you, would you have rather he had a couple turnovers but made the game-winning shot for $50 million a year?
Well, you see, I'm so glad you actually brought that up because that's where the hater mentality should be, which is, wait a second, George, is LeBron the best player on the Lakers now?
No, it's Luka.
Okay, and is he the second best player on the Lakers now?
I mean, I think when he'll be right, I think he will be, yes.
You understand he's not right yet, Cap. He's not right yet.
I understand, but I would argue
Hey,
that
it takes you minutes to warm up. Give LeBron
I mean,
a
it
couple
takes you
games to
10
warm
minutes
up.
to get the schwanz going, and you're going to complain about LeBron
I
at
don't make
40 years
$50 million.
old playing with a bunch of 20-year-olds, and he hasn't had a training camp, he hasn't had a preseason, and he gets
Wow,
thrusted
Lindsay.
into the season 14 games in?
It may
Wow,
take the
Lynn.
schwanz 10 minutes, but you know what? My job is being on the radio, and when I came back, I was ready.
wow. He's
But how
not
long
ready?
were you out?
I mean, I had a heart failure, so I was in the
Okay,
hospital.
well, I'm just
Well, I mean, he
saying,
had
you were out for a
sciatica.
long time, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, Braun had sciatica.
Don't forget about sciatica.
That's
bro.
why he passed the ball, because of the sciatica.
Hey, look, I think what Chris is getting at, though, is what a lot of people are going to say, George, which is if Luka is your number one scoring option, and he clearly is, and if Austin is your number two scoring option, which he clearly has become, because, man, Austin Reaves, we're all going to sit here today and we're all going to celebrate LeBron, and we're going to talk about what a selfless guy he is and what a team guy he is and what.
No, I don't think we're going to do that all day. I think we just do it at the beginning because that's where the conversation is always going to start and end with you guys.
Well, I think that really the guy who deserves to be celebrated today, and we can keep talking about LeBron, but I'm telling you, Austin Reaves, it's amazing what this kid has turned into. And on a team where LeBron is on the floor and healthy enough to play and there is no Luka, it's still about Austin Reaves needing to carry the scoring. And, oh, by the way, not only should we be celebrating Austin Reaves' performance last night, we could also go ahead and talk about Rui and that shot because that was his first game winner. But we should also talk about DeAndre Ayton, who was 8 for 11 from the field last night. So there were a lot of guys who stepped up in Luka's absence, but we're all going to start with LeBron because he's the most interesting character of them all.
Did Austin Reaves have any turnovers, or?
He had 5.
He had 5.
Oh,
I had
5,
five, I
oh,
believe.
okay.
Yeah.
And he got charged with that one that I thought was LeBron's.
Oh, okay.
You forgot one person to celebrate.
Oh, tell me who.
The one that you should be celebrating, not hating on, and that's Luka because he's having a baby.
Hey, Luka, way to go.
So
way
celebrate.
to go.
Don't hate.
Yeah. Celebrate, hate.
If Luka's wife was married to Cappy, she'd be having it in New York 3 weeks before she was due, and then Cappy would be asking her doctor if he really wants to proceed the way that he's proceeding with the particular birth.
Let's be
Although I
serious.
did hear-
If it was you, Cappy, you'd be like, no getting pregnant during basketball season.
Well, I mean, I
can't do
definitely would
that.
try. I definitely
Well, I mean,
would try to
that'd
time
be in
it
the
better.
contract.
Right,
No
right,
being
right.
pregnant during basketball
I
season.
would try and time things a little bit better, Linz. But sometimes in the middle of that, things get said and done and you have no control. So I can appreciate where Luka's coming from. My question yesterday was why he chose to do it. It really wasn't as judgmental as everybody seemed to make it seem. But listen,
I mean, even the Mongrels were laughing at you yesterday. Like, come on, Cap, what are you doing?
But also,
Well,
I have
it's
a
a
question.
question.
Why didn't he just fly her here?
You can't fly at a certain point when
Oh,
you're
really?
pregnant.
But why not
Yes.
bring her here ahead of time?
Because she wanted to have the baby in Slovenia, bro.
Yeah, but doesn't he live here now?
Yeah, but they're going to be out on the road, and
I'm just asking. I'm not just asking.
Now you sound worse than Cappy.
Well,
Well,
wait,
I
but
just
the
don't
other part of the
understand.
question was the other
we got
part
pretty
of the
good
question
hospitals
was,
here. I mean,
well, the other part of the question was now he's going to come back to work and he's going to be traveling around. He's going to be focusing on basketball, and he's not going to have. And it's unfortunate for him. He won't get a chance to be around the baby in the first few months or weeks or whatever until they come over. So I feel kind of for him.
That's the choice they have come to. Okay.
Yep. And it's the same choice. Who was it in Golden State that was saying the other day?
Draymond.
It was Draymond. Draymond was like, "Hey, you know what? My wife's had babies, and I didn't go for the birth, but it sucks. But that's the decision that he made. So everybody does their own thing.
Agreed. They
Well,
come to
but-
their conclusions on their own. But
Right,
no,
but people
you
ask
shouldn't-
questions. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Do you think it was the right move by Draymond to not be by his wife's side?
that's
What
his
a horrible
decision.
guy.
If he wants to, if that's the decision they came to, I respect it. That's the whole
Cap,
point.
listen,
just
Cap.
it. Yeah.
Random things happen in life, like this, or Nico Harrison trading Luka, and then them getting the number one pick in Dallas. Random things happen sometimes. It's just the bounce of a lottery ball. That's life, man.
Wait, now that you say that, she is having the baby now. So 9 months ago, wasn't that around when the trade happened?
Well, they had to celebrate, yo.
Exactly.
7:25. Good morning. You know what's amazing is we began the segment with Cappy going quiet, and now Sedano's gone quiet because we annoyed him. That's how the show goes sometimes. But Cappy, tell us about our friends, the Sarge Omar at Ocean Subaru.
This won't annoy anybody because right now it's the 2025 Share the Love event. It's happening at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, and we are here to help you guys get into a brand new, sporty, sleek, safe, high-tech Subaru. And now through January 2nd, when you buy or lease a new Subaru from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we will donate $325 to a charity of your choice. Now, locally, we like to keep it with the Women's Club of Fullerton because they are dedicated to empowering women in the community, and they spread money all throughout the Fullerton community. And this is a really big fundraiser for them every year. So we like to keep the money local, but it's your choice. When you buy or lease a new Subaru, we're going to put $325 into the charity of your choice. And we've got lots of great national charities for you to choose from as well. So the annual event, it's in its 18th year, and we're going to go over $350 million of donations this year. So I want you to come down and see Omar. and see his amazing staff. And then let's get you and your family into the safest vehicle on the road, a brand new Subaru at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Go to oceansubaruoc.com. We are at 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Thank you, Cappy. And yes, we will do another 12 days of giving back thanks to Ocean Subaru. Coming up this hour, plus Mike Trudeell will join us in the 8 o'clock hour. Beto Duran with the high school football report at 8:45, thanks to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. And Sam Batesh at 9:30 this morning. It is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Friday. We're back in 3 minutes from right now. Sucker.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, guys, it's Kap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. AvnerGatt.com.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams return home to battle the Detroit Lions in a massive NFC collision with playoff implications on Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. Get ready for another electric matchup as Matthew Stafford leads the Rams against Jared Goff and the Lions. Bring all your energy to SoFi Stadium to watch as the #1 team in the NFC West looks to defend their home turf. To secure your seats, visit therams.com/DET. Again, that is therams.com/DET. And we'll see you at the Rams house.
Buenos dias. Hey, everybody, it's Kap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you've got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
Hi, this is Avner Gatt, founding partner of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Avner Gatt Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Avner. 7:31. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. This used to be our end-of-show song back with Key in the old days. It's because tomorrow, December 6th, we lost him in 2024, the legend, Frankie Beverly. And you know, this is grown folk music. Play a little Frankie Beverly and Maze on a Friday. We should do Frankie Beverly Friday, yo.
Grown people music.
Oh, this is when this is playing at the barbecue, the cookout?
Yeah.
You're dancing? Yeah. And you don't care who you're dancing with. Dancing with Granny, dancing with Mom.
Auntie.
Oh, dancing with a lot with Auntie. Back in the day, sipping on some good stuff, you know?
Yeah, I think with the prima.
Little Henny, Crown Royal Black.
Right.
Got a cigar in the mouth. Little mac and
Me,
cheese.
if you need me, I'm over here at the table playing dominoes.
Exactly right.
That's right.
Yeah, even those parties, Cappy's allowed in.
Yeah, you're darn right I am.
Cappy's actually welcomed.
Yeah, I just sort of chameleon my way into everything.
Yeah, you blend. You throw down. I don't know if that plays with this, but that's okay.
Cappy, you a freak, man.
He is a freak, and that's allowed at the cookout.
George, I would love to go back to where we started and hear more of the LeBron, hear some more of the J.J. Redick, hear some more of the Austin Reaves. I mean, that was one of those games last night where I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting in a chair, and I'm watching the game. And when LeBron makes the pass and Rui drops the shot, that was one of those times. Did everybody else have this reaction where you come out of your chair and like, yeah?
Well, I was on the phone with somebody watching the way it was unfolding, and I just said to the guy, "Oh my God, the Lakers just won on a game winner from Rui Hachimura from LeBron." And whoever was on the phone who wasn't watching him was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was crazy."
Yeah, I know. My son came out of his room. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, Rui just dropped this 3 to win the game, and LeBron passed him the ball, and LeBron's streak ended. It was unbelievable."
Yeah, I thought JJ, because immediately what I thought when he hit the shot was what JJ said in the press conference about basically empowering Rui, right, and like showing trust in his teammates. Lindsay, if we have that one, I'd love to hear JJ's comments there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows a level of trust in his teammates, and I thought one of the big parts of that play, once they fired on AR, was him stampeding that pass, which I think scrambled the defense even further than it was, and it just allowed Rui all the time in the world to take that shot.
Yeah, and again, Cappy, you know, we've talked about this over the years. LeBron is going to make the right play. Remember when he made the play? Who was the kid again? Cam, what was his name?
Scattaboo?
No.
Not Cam Scattaboo?
Come on, Cap.
Cam Ward? Cam Newton. I'm out of Cams. I gave you 3 Cams, George. That's
Cam
pretty
Reddish.
good Cam knowledge.
Cam Reddish.
Cam
When Cam Reddish was on the team, not Cam Bone.
Bone.
When Cam Reddish was on the team, I remember a couple years ago he made a pass to him to win a game, and the kid missed the shot.
Yep.
And LeBron was asked, what did you make of the play? He said, I'd do it all over again. He's wide open. He's an NBA player. I trust him to hit that shot.
It's the same thing he said about that D'Angelo Russell play where you said to me, you go, hey, he's got to drop that shot. He's an NBA player. It's a three-pointer. He's wide open. You got to drop it. And I'm like,
Correct.
Yeah, but I'd rather live and die with LeBron taking the shot.
No, you make the wide open shot is always the better shot. And with Rui, now he's empowered Rui. Rui hits his first game winner of his career. Rui now, in that situation, there's not even it's all muscle memory now. Like whether he makes it or hits it or makes it or misses it, it doesn't matter. He's got the confidence. It's all just going to be muscle memory at that point, and he's going to shoot the ball with confidence. And, sometimes you make it, sometimes you miss it, but it's going to be a good shot for him every time now because LeBron empowered him. And I think that's what you need. And Luka's clearly capable of doing that as well, right? Like he's an excellent passer. And I think that those things go a long way over the course of a season. When you have those successes for role players particularly, where you can start to stack success upon success. And I think that allows you to kind of coalesce as a team, and it allows you to really have other means to win games, which is important in this league.
So I'm a big fan of a heart and soul guy, right? I always talk about heart and soul guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always considered LeBron the guy. And now what I asked as he was getting ready to come back is, can he walk into this team that has played exceptional, and I say exceptional, I mean record-wise. They're so much better off just from a record perspective than most of us would have thought. Don't you think, George? Like they've exceeded expectations from a record perspective.
They've probably won at least 2 or 3 more games than one would have expected at this point.
And just imagine this. Like we've been talking over the last couple of days about the Clippers. The Clippers had high expectations. and they've had really poor results. So if the Clippers are going to eventually get their you-know-what together, they got to climb out of a deep hole, right? And that's the Lakers have had to climb out of deep holes in seasons past. What they've done is they've put a lot of wins in the bank early in this season. And by the way, that's without LeBron. That is with several games missed by Luka and several more coming up. With games missed by Austin Reaves, they've won games when they haven't had their entire team together yet. And we're 22-ish games into the season, so call it 25% of the season in. They've set themselves up beautifully by not just digging a deep hole. Now back to LeBron. So LeBron comes back, and I think I questioned, and by the way, I'm not alone. A lot of people questioned. There are a lot of former NBA players that all now have podcasts that were saying LeBron will never fit in. He won't fit with this chemistry. In fact, what he'll do is he'll take away.
Curious.
Well, you've not seen any of these players? Like
I don't know who.
These Gilbert Arenas podcasts and stuff?
I mean,
you've not seen
Gilbert
these?
Arenas' podcast is like, come on.
Well, but
nobody's going to that for
NBA.
real basketball analysis.
Well, I'm not going to it at all. I'm just seeing it on social media, and I'm saying to myself, well, a lot of these former players have a similar opinion, which is, will he, can he, won't he?
They're also
does
trying
he?
to sell a podcast.
All right, so all of these guys.
Not all of them, but there are a few that are trying to sell a podcast.
Okay, well, listen,
They're
I don't watch
perennial
their
LeBron
podcast.
haters, I feel like. The guys that has said that.
Well, I don't know about LeBron haters. I'm just saying they're going to say the outrageous thing, the to get views.
Look, whatever their motivation is, okay? They're former players. They're sharing opinions, and those opinions were, in some instances,
Right.
he will
Swaggy
not fit
P
in.
and Gilbert Arenas is where I'm going to my basketball analysis.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't go to those guys for anything. I just happen to see this stuff on social media.
Right,
But
that's what I'm saying.
But they're not guys who have like real.
Well,
NBA opinions.
I feel
I'm
like
asking.
I feel like there's just there's
Tell me.
different motivations there. To your point, but go ahead.
All right. So here's the thing. My question was, can LeBron come back and not be a 1, maybe not even be a 2, and add value to this team? It was a question. Thus far, in the early answer, it's yes. He has stepped in. He has not demanded the ball. Nobody has said to him, here, LeBron, have it. It's yours. Here, you take it. I don't want it. It's yours. Your poster was on my wall. I just like being on the floor with you. Here, have it. And in fact, when you look at Austin Reaves, George, and you think about the early days of Austin Reaves, LeBron raised him, if you will.
Oh, my God. LeBron said from the beginning, this kid is really good.
You talk about empowering someone. Do you not think that LeBron has empowered and grown up and built in many ways and made rich Austin Reaves?
100%.
Of course. So when LeBron, knowing that Luka's not available, LeBron doesn't take the floor last night like, well, I guess I better score 30 tonight. I mean, he did take 17 shots. He wasn't very good shooting the ball. So at the end, when he got the ball, streak or no streak, it's like, do I take the shot? Well, gosh, I'm not really shooting the ball very well. He's wide open. Give him the shot. And by the way, if he misses it, it's a tie game anyway.
Well, okay. I feel like that's a lot of thinking to do. And he's a great mind, basketball-wise. Don't get me wrong. But I love how
You don't think he processed all that in 1/10 of a second?
Wait. I love how
That's all it took is a 10th of a second.
But to me, the way your way you described it is hilarious.
I think I'm better at basketball talk than all those former basketball players.
Because you were like, he has the ball, and then he goes, gosh, gee, do I really want to shoot this ball now? Because, I haven't shot the ball that well. Oh, wait, he's open down there. Yes, he doesn't have that much time.
Oh, yeah, he had all that time.
And don't forget, he's also thinking that what people are going to say about him if he shoots the ball.
Yes. Oh, don't forget, George.
I better shoot it because those haters might come after me.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think he was thinking also about what they were going to have for dinner after the game?
Oh, no, he already knew. They had reservations. They were all ready to go after the game.
You think they were going to Soto in Toronto after the game?
They were all ready. He already knew where he was going for dinner after the game. Yes, Lindsay, you're right. In that 1/1,000,000th of a second.
I know, that's what you think.
In that 1/1,000,000th of a second, not only was he thinking to himself, you know what? I'm not shooting well. He's open. I'll pass the ball. Not only was he thinking, I'm going to end this streak. By the way, it's a tie game, and I don't want to take the shot because I'm not shooting the ball well. Oh, and by the way, if I miss it, the haters are going to kill me. And if I make it, they're all going to call me selfish. So you know what? Pass. pass.
Oh, imagine what Gilbert Arenas is going to think if I pass the ball. Swaggy P, too.
Well done, Lindsay. Well done. Well done. Yeah. What are Gilbert Arenas and Swaggy P going to say?
So you're down on their basketball analysis, are you?
Ball knowers.
They're not real guys.
No, but Gabby, the way you did it, like you did, we used, they call it kabuki theater. Yours is kabuki theater.
Yes,
kabuki theater.
kabuki theater.
and you're like,
huh?
I love how you were like, just the change in intonation of your voice.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'm not shooting the ball that well. What should I do here? If I pass. If I shoot the ball and I miss it, then Gilbert Arenas and Swaggy P are going to get on me. Oh, wait, Rui's open. Go, Rui. Like just the way you described it.
Even Kendrick Perkins, I think, was saying back then, like, I don't know, man.
No, he didn't. He said great things. He's always Team LeBron.
Oh, he
I
is.
pulled that up just now because I was,
Well, he's not. He has been critical of LeBron recently, but that was not one of the times he was critical of LeBron. But and Perk has been honest. He says it's cost him his friendship with LeBron about being honest about LeBron. But anyway, Cappy, that was hilarious. But yes, I don't.
I
think
do like Kabuki Theater. I'm stealing that, by the way. We're using it from now on.
You can have it.
Him and Rachel are going to do it over the weekend.
Simple. But I think that the way you described it was hilarious. So I appreciate it. I don't know if all that necessarily went into it, but nonetheless, he did empower Rui. He has empowered Austin. And I think all those things are going to be good things for the Lakers, as we've already seen.
I'll tell you who else he empowered when we come back. How about that?
Look at Cappy with an actual tease.
Well, the bed's been playing for 90 seconds, so I mean,
Yeah.
How many espressos did you have? Because Chris got on you yesterday for not having a sip of coffee.
I started my coffee when I saw Chris's tweet this morning that he was getting coffee at 7-Eleven. That's when I started putting down my coffee, Jack.
7-Eleven coffee crew, sucker. 7:44. Good morning. The 12 days of giving continues thanks to our friends at Ocean Subaru in just a few minutes. Plus, ball knower supreme Mike Trudeell will join us all ahead.
Wait. I have video that I want to show the audience. So, Cappy, in the Ball Knowers chat, speaking of teases, there was a conversation about Trudeell and Rui that I think the audience would want to know.
You got the video?
Oh, I have the video.
Because when Mike Trudeell said no, I said, you're wrong, pal. You are wrong.
Now, the more I look at it, I think he's right, but I'll explain later. But I have video. I'm going to send it in the group text, and then Parker can put it on YouTube.
We'll analyze it.
I don't even remember what we teased, but I do need Sedano to tell us about our friends at Cadillac in Beverly Hills.
Well, Cappy's going to tell you someone else who he empowered, and then there's going to be a Trudeell video because we had a separate Ball Knowers chat conversation.
Only ball knowers were in that chat.
Ball knowers. Exactly. No Gilbert Arenas, no Swaggy P in that chat. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills, all right? We love our partnership with our friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the nicest dealership in America. And we know Cadillac, but when was the last time you've driven one? Well, I've been very lucky to drive this Lyriq most recently. First of all, it is incredible. You want to talk about a perfect compact SUV? This is it. The one I'm driving is the V-Series. It's literally the fastest electric SUV in the world. It goes 0 to 60 in 3 freaking seconds. The technology is second to none, okay? It's got, and all the Cadillacs do, because I've driven the Vistic, the Escalade, I've driven them all, but the Lyriq as well has teen driver mode for parents when you make sure that your kids are driving the car. It won't even start the car unless their seatbelt is locked in, and it literally won't let them drive 1 mile over the speed limit. So it's a fantastic tool for parents who want their children to drive their cars and learn to drive responsibly. Again, it's affordable too. The Lyriq, I mean, they start at like $400. Cadillac is the dream, man. And you're literally feeling like you're driving on a cloud when you're driving a Cadillac. So I'll tell you this, go find them because they're all there at Cadillac of Beverly Hills, regardless of what it is you want for your Cadillac. You want an EV, you want a traditional sedan or an SUV. The new lineup of Cadillac EV sedans and SUVs define luxury at the top of its game, and you can find them all at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. So go in and say hello to our friends Dan and Tony and the incredible team at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out that beautiful showroom. Check out those beautiful vehicles. And go get yourself a beautiful American luxury car at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, or check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Thank you, Sedano. Ooh, I had to clear my throat on that one. 7:46, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Friday. We're back in 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob M. Ronnie.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob M. Ronnie. 800-345-6789.
With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. The crazy Hernandez brothers at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring have wood. And not just little wood, but a lot of high-quality hardwood in all colors and lengths. If you need to lay down some new wood in your home, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring has got you covered. Visit their huge showroom right off the 5 freeway by Commerce Casino, or check them out on the web at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. They even have carpet and artificial turf if that's what you prefer. All jokes aside, no gimmicks, no markups, just the best price on quality flooring at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Yes, good morning. This Sunday, December 7th, ESPN LA and Bud Light are taking over Cocoa Beach Bar and Grill in the MDR, Marina Del Rey, for a Rams watch party as the team takes on Arizona. Kickoff is at 1:25 p.m. Come early for giveaways from ESPN LA, great food, and ice-cold Bud Light. Hang out with ESPN LA, enjoy game day at Cocoa Beach Bar and Grill. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, back in 90 seconds from right now.
What's going on, LA? It's Bethel Duran, and I love my Toyota. And nothing says reliability like Toyota and 2 great dealerships, Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Right now, you can lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's what I'm rolling in. If you're in the 818, go see my guy Reed Malib and the crew at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, go to Wonders Toyota. They're going to make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 12/31/25.
The town loves a good highlight. But what happens after the lights go out? That's where real work starts. At Vista Paint, we're here for the ones that don't skip prep, who show up early, tape clean edges, and don't cut corners. We make the paint that covers, sticks, and gets it done. Going strong past the hype, because the best jobs don't need a filter, just the right tools. When you're working late and pushing through the weekend, you need a partner that stands with you. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. Just reliable products and local service you can trust. Vista Paint. No flash, just finish.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It must be quite a thing for you to see 2 stars of our magnitude.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive.
And this isn't some hologram nonsense. This is in the flesh, baby. The 2 of us together.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
7:50, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Friday. On this day in 1987, the number 1 hit, Cappy, Belinda Carlisle. Heaven is a place on earth, Jack.
Oh, man, I love Belinda Carlisle. I love the Go-Go's. I'm so into her.
Today is also Bathtub Party Day.
It's what?
Bathtub Party Day.
Let's have one.
Okay.
Remember at the Rams draft house a few years back? When
Cappy
you got
was
in the
naked
bathtub?
in the bathtub?
Yeah.
No.
And Sean McVay was like, "What's going on, sucker?"
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Oh no, they were not happy with Cappy with that picture.
I don't think so, huh? It's a nice bathtub. It's a nice bathtub.
And that was also when Artis, who's the best PR guy in the business, okay, Cappy crossed with him.
Oh
a
yeah,
little
that's
bit
right.
That day.
Yeah, that's right.
Nonsense.
That's right.
That's such nonsense.
All right, we'll get back to that in a moment. But Cappy, very special moment on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Our 12 days of giving back.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, I was talking to Omar yesterday from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. He was so happy with what we were doing and the fact that we're taking a few minutes every day just to highlight some local military personnel, just to say their name on the air, welcome them onto the show, give them a little bit of love, highlight what they do, show some appreciation. So let's do that again today. Staff Sergeant Brian Negrete, and gosh, I hope I'm saying his last name correctly, is standing by with us right now. Staff Sergeant, good morning, sir.
Hey there, guys. Good morning.
Staff Sergeant, please tell me I'm saying your last name correctly, am I?
Yes, you said it correctly.
Oh, beautiful. 10 years in the military and just recently promoted to Staff Sergeant. Congratulations. How did that happen?
I just put in the work, did my due diligence, and then I guess good things come to those that wait,
Yeah, yes, sir. That's right. And do I understand that your family was unfortunately affected by the fires earlier this year? Is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we were affected by the fires earlier this year. Very unfortunate, but thanks to the help from the National Guard, the resources, and then huge shout out to Miss Deborah Burrow from, she's like the FRG person, takes care of like her soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us a bunch of resources, a bunch of help, and then we were able to basically rebuild and find a new place, and then basically overcome that whole bad incident that happened earlier this year.
Yeah, and it's tough, right? Because not only do you have problems with your home, you're in the military, and you got a 5-year-old son. Is that right?
That is correct.
What's your son's name, Sergeant?
His name is Zahir.
Zahir?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Zahir's
well, listen,
correct.
I would imagine that, it's been a big challenge, obviously, having to go through all that. But listen, man, we certainly appreciate what you've done for us in this country. And, the role model you are for your child, even through tough times, you continue to be. And we're incredibly appreciative of your efforts.
Staff Sergeant, and your young kids here, he says every time Dad goes out to take part in whatever it is you're doing, military drills, activations, whatever, he thinks you're part of the Avengers. Is that right?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is correct.
Well, you know what? You may be a hero to that 5-year-old little guy, but you are an American hero for serving our country. We appreciate you. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton appreciates you. Omar, the general manager who spent 20 years in the Army, appreciates you. And as part of our 12 days of giving back, we want to just donate to you and your family an Islands gift card. Take your family out to dinner this holiday season on Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, on ESPN LA, on Islands Restaurant. And Staff Sergeant, we appreciate everything you do. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Staff Sergeant Brian Negrete. We appreciate your service. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate the support and everything you guys do for us. It's only a few minutes, but you guys are honoring not just myself, but everybody else that has served. And I'm just one of those lucky few that got chosen. So I do appreciate that and the help you guys give and everything you guys have been doing so far.
It's our absolute pleasure. It's the thing we want to do, man. We got this great platform, George, you and me, and Chris and Lindsay and George and Bergie. We got this great platform here at ESPN LA, and we work hard all year long because we're running a business. But you get to these holiday seasons and you just want to do good. You want to give back. You want to share some of the success that we've all had, gotten to enjoy this past year. And working with Omar at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, and Chris, you and I went down there to visit with Omar when we put this all together. Of
course.
We just wanted to celebrate all these military folks and just give them a shout out. And so thank you for your service. And as Brian said, he got lucky, he got chosen. But to everybody who serves, we appreciate you and we think about you this holiday season.
Absolutely right. Always, Cappy. Always. All right. Join ESPN LA this Saturday for the Verizon Rams rally, featuring appearances by Rampage and the Rams cheerleaders. Catch the team with ESPN LA at the Westlake Village Verizon store from 10 a.m. to noon, and then the Sherman Oaks store from 2:30 to 4:30. Check out great Verizon holiday deals on phones, tablets, gaming consoles, and more. It's all happening this Saturday, December 6th at the Verizon stores in the Valley. See, we always hear from people, hey, we don't get to the West Valley enough, and we're trying to do better. That's our commitment in 2026. We're going to
go to like Northridge?
What?
We're going to go to Northridge?
No, I just said, let me see here what I say. Westlake Village and Sherman Oaks. But we'll go to Northridge too, man. We'll see the CSUN students and go like, hey, sucker, you listen to ESPN LA, Jack and Jill? Let's hear a little bit of our friends Yachtly Crew from their Season Greetings album, singing about the holiday season. It is the holiday season. And the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, we'll have a Mongrel in the morning maybe, and another Mongrel, Mike Trudeell. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins and returns in 4 minutes from right now.
Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
They say love is the greatest gift of all, but straight up cash works too. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Our Gift a Day giveaway has begun. Earn 500 points on your rewards card and get that day's gift. Weekdays through the 19th.
Number 2.
Get your sugar cookie lattes and peppermint cake all month long at Pink Coffee.
And the number 1 reason.
Jackpot Palooza. We're giving away $25,000 on the 13th at 7 p.m.
Morongo. Good times.
I know you're listening to me wearing glasses or contacts. You're either nearsighted, farsighted, have astigmatism, or you're just over 45 and have to wear reading glasses. This is Dr. Sarudi, and I promise you, I can help you with any of these issues. No anesthesia, no pain, no downtime, and if you qualify, I'll even guarantee you with 20/20 or better vision or give your money back. I've never had to after 60,000 cases. Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift, like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked away safely. Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Call Jacob. In a city full of stars, one shines the brightest. Say it with me. 800-345-6789. That's the new way to call Jacob. Same lawyer, same city, same results. Just easier to remember. Accident or injury, you know who to call. 800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey Rams fans, this Saturday, December 6th, stop by the Sherman Oaks Verizon store and meet the Rams cheerleaders and the best mascot in all of sports, Rampage. Plus, check out Verizon's incredible holiday deals on gifts for everyone, from the latest phones and tablets to gaming consoles, smartwatches, and more. Don't miss out. Come say hi to the Rams cheerleaders and Rampage at the Sherman Oaks Verizon store, located at 14141 Ventura Boulevard, from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, December 6th.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01-96-1658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
The post-crib assembly press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:02. Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Friday. Feel good Friday, Jack. How about a Tutti Frutti Friday? Let's say happy birthday. We watched him in 2020. Sedano loves the oldies. Happy birthday, Little Richard.
Pequeño Ricardo.
Yes, thank you. Also, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, 710 ESPN. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. It's also National Blue Jeans Day. Put on those blue jeans. Smack. Yeah.
Blue jeans, huh? I need new jeans desperately.
Get some Wranglers. The cowboy boots.
I recently bought one of those really, really, really dark pairs of Levi's. But I don't know. I can't wear them.
Meanwhile, Mike Trudeell will join us in a few minutes. But we'd like to thank George Pickens for participating last night in Thursday Night Football. You really wrecked my 5, man.
Yeah. Well, I think yesterday when we made our picks,
why would you
George,
pick against the Lions? They never lose at home.
Because when we made the picks,
there was no Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had bad info. I blame Greg Bergman.
And how about the referees? That offensive pass interference call was nonsense.
That was a terrible call.
Oh, my God. Horrible.
Terrible call.
No, it was a good call.
No, it wasn't.
That was a
pushed
bad
off.
Call.
No, he didn't. What about the defensive pass interference where he was pulling him at the waist?
Yeah, I didn't think
that was a bad call. George Pickens didn't actually catch a ball that he should have caught.
George Pickens, though, and I know it was
Wait, so
well
how many
documented.
points? Am I the only one that scored points there?
I think you had a 1 last night.
Briones had a 3, right, on the Lions?
Yeah.
We should have known better than to pick against Dan Campbell.
I know. See,
we believe in us.
And Lindsay,
but they
that's
never
what
lose 2 in a row either.
I thought to myself, you've been on this Lions bandwagon ever since the Lions were on Hard Knocks. You're in love with Dan Campbell. You love the Jared Goff story, and you're going to bet against the Lions. I felt really stupid for that last night.
After the last kneel of the game, Jared Goff shook the ref's hand. He should have gave him a kiss on the cheek and said, "Thanks, sucker."
Oh, wow. Wow.
Kick ass on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kick ass.
Now, I used to kind of root for the Lions last season and Jared Goff. Now I want to see them get their head drilled in during the playoffs.
I do ever since he cried.
So that was your 5.
Yeah, that was my 5.
Right? What was yours, Cappy?
My 5 is will be.
No, but what did you pick the Cowboys yesterday as?
As a 1. So,
then that's no big deal.
I have no problem.
Yeah, but I took them as a 5 to play against Cappy.
Yeah, well.
And
what
did Greg pick
Berg
them
had
as?
him as a 4. I had him as a 3.
Oof.
Yeah.
And Greg is really bad at this.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know I shouldn't
Come
talk.
on, the guy's not here.
No,
You take
I
a
shouldn't
shot
talk
at him?
because he's one point behind me. But I don't know. I don't know.
Got a dentist appointment
You're
today.
right.
He could be sitting in the chair right now with that sucky thing in his mouth, going.
Does it sound like this?
Maybe.
That's what he sounds like when he's trying to talk right now, listening to the show. Yeah, to the dentist.
Are we going to do a Mongrel of the morning? By the way, if we do or we don't, doesn't really matter.
The Mongrels are all happy because because we gave it to Meta yesterday controversially, and Meta's in there saying he doesn't want the stupid Mongrel award, and he's creating all sorts of havoc in there in the group chat. So I just, I've been poking at Meta, and he's saying that I'm an idiot and I'm stupid, but I just said, listen, I understand what this is like. You're like that kid in second grade who, picks on the kid that they like, the girl that they like. It's really you're being mean because you like us.
So he's got a crush on you.
Right.
Aww.
And then I did the whole Michael Jordan song. I said, sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be. I dream I move. I dream I groove like Meta. If I can only be like Meta.
Can I just make an admission right now?
Can you give me the billboard for the Mongrel of the Morning first?
I can. It is being brought to you by Morago Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Here's my admission.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody says in the YouTube chat, Cesar Zamora, scumbag of the morning. I don't know if Morongo would like that, but I do like the bit. Because I've been relaxing on the scumbag stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with you. Yeah.
What do you mean what's going on with me?
I mean, no more scumbag? You're going to remove scumbag?
No, I just keep it for people that really deserve it. Everybody can't be a scumbag, because then what's next?
No more beefs, remember?
Anyway,
less beefs,
Mongrel
more
of the
smiles.
morning. Here, I'll decide the Mongrel of the morning.
It should be Mike Trudeell, who I believe is on hold, I think.
But I don't even understand one thing.
Oh,
real
I didn't
quick.
send the video.
I don't
you
get
didn't send
Meta.
the video.
Guys, I don't see any of Meta's posts in our YouTube chat.
He's
None.
Enrique.
Oh, that's Meta?
Yeah.
Why? How come he's not called Meta? How come everybody calls him Meta? What have I missed?
Because now YouTube redid the chat so that you can see the username, so people can't hide behind fake stuff.
Okay, so Enrique is Meta.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess.
They
that's
hate
news
him.
to me.
The Mongrels
They
hate him.
I think you did that to yourself, Meta, Enrique.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he tells Peter Acevedo, you should want the Mongrel trophy there, mijoton.
Mijoton.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mongrel number 1, now on the line. The great Mike Trudeell joins us on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Yeah, you know what? Give it to Poke Dabs this morning.
Hit the applause for Trudeell. There you go.
Trudeell. So we claimed, for those that were wondering, we claimed, and I do want to get to the Lakers chat or the Lakers conversation we were having earlier, because I want to get Mike's opinion on all that stuff. But Mike, I did, kind of clue in the audience briefly. I didn't give him all the details. So in our ball knowers chat, which is you, me, DeAndre, Funchy, Cappy, I think
ball
Chris
knowers.
is in there.
Why would he be in there?
Is Chris in there?
He's not a ball knower.
I'm in there.
Oh, you are?
I think Chris is in all the chats,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. So anyway, I had mentioned that I thought you had gotten a high five from Rui, and you were like, absolutely not. So I took the video. I have video of how it transpired. Rui was running towards kind of the tunnel area. You were there, and you said you went to grab him. Now, I'm going to let the audience decide. I actually did not think that was the case in real time. It looked like you got a little low five from him.
Yeah, I thought.
But the more I watch it, and I've sent the video in our group text here for the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the more I see it, the more I see you did try. I think you did try to grab him. But
wait. Run it back. Run it back. Hold on a second, George. I got to analyze this video here. Hold
like
on.
the
Here comes
Zapruder
Rui.
film.
Right, here's Rui. Here's
So Parker,
Mike.
put this thing up when you have it. Oh, there's Parker's running it. Parker's running it. Here it is.
But he's
it's on
gotta
the
slow it
YouTube.
down.
Here's Rui. I'll do a little play-by-play. So Rui is running towards the baseline. Here's Mike Trudeell in the corner. Mike
Blue
Trudeell
suit,
sees him, big
left
smile.
hand.
Mike Trudeell throws his arm up. I don't know. The hand is straight up. It looks like there was a 5 potentially, but it could also be construed as you trying to grab him. I don't know if you have the YouTube up right now, Mike, if you could see this simultaneously.
See,
they're
pointing it out. They're pointing it out. It's a 2.5, George.
Well,
It's not a high
notice
five.
Here, where Parker's pointing it out. He's
Yes.
circling. You see Mike's thumb out. So Mike's thumb being out means no high five to me, means it's trying to grab.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
can't.
I'm not watching along. I was there, but I know as a general rule, I don't do the high fives on the court.
No, agreed. I again, to me, the
You know what I
thumb
mean?
sold it. The thumb sold it.
Yeah.
Parker slowed it down. You could see your hand coming up under his armpit area, and the thumb is wide. It is wide from the fingers, which means you're not trying to high five. You're high fiving. Thumb is tight to the fingers.
Always? Really?
Yes, no question.
Come on, really?
No
High
question
five
about
always
it.
means you have to have the thumb close?
So, Trudell, I am on your side. I was wrong in the group text. I just want to make sure that
Yeah,
you
you
know
are.
that my mea culpa is real.
But, Mike, I mean,
You know,
is
frankly-
it wrong to high-five somebody after they hit a game-winning
It's
shot?
not
when you work-
professional, and that
Why?
Mike
You work
Trudell
for
is
the
a
team.
professional.
Why? You work for the team. You're part of the team. I mean, you want the team to win. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, so look, this is a line that I've walked for many years, okay? And even back in the day when I started, and I was the same age as all the players, and I was younger, and I was even probably friendlier with some of them than I might be today now that I'm old. But it's just, and even if I work for the team and it's better for all of our lives if the Lakers win, I think that the Lakers set, from a broadcasting standpoint, Chick Hearn set a standard many, many years ago that if the players play well, you say they play well. If they play poorly, you say they play poorly. You keep just at least a little bit of this sense so that the fans who follow the team, and Laker fans are incredible everywhere, 1 million of them in Toronto, and they want to know that they're getting as unbiased of a kind of interlocutor as they can between the players and the media. And I still am part of the media, even though I work for the team. So, you got to keep that fucking Cappy. And I would have thought that Cappy would have questioned this, not Sedano. Now, thankfully, Sedano
it just
is
looked like it in real time.
To study the film. But, yeah.
But I studied the film. And that's why I wanted to mea culpa, not only in the group text, but to the Southland in general. I wanted the Southland to know I was wrong about this, and I wanted them to see the video. And now that we broke it down, Parker did an excellent job circling the hand.
You did, Parker.
Yeah, and
really good job.
we want the world to know I was wrong, and you were absolutely the professional I expect you to always be, Mike Trudeell.
However, hold on.
Yeah,
I want to say this. Hold on, Mike. I want to say this.
Okay.
If you did high-five him, which if you say you didn't, you didn't. But if you did.
No, I didn't.
It's no big deal. I'm just here to tell you it's no big deal. If George, have you not hugged it out with players after an interview?
What I would say is, regardless of who wins the game, like I don't have a rooting interest in my situation because I'm covering both teams. Mike is too to some extent, but obviously he's there mostly for the Lakers. But after every game, whoever is the player of the game that comes to me in those interview walk-off settings, I always give him a quick little fist bump. Hey, congrats on the win.
Yeah,
you know
congrats.
What I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that, Mike. Just so you know, I thought it was awesome. And by the way, I texted Mike separately last night and told him what a great job he did because not only was it, you got LeBron and everybody's going to ask LeBron about the streak coming to an end or why he chose to pass versus why he chose to shoot or would have shot. Mike, I thought last night you did a great job. High five or no high five. I loved your work last night.
Well, Cappy, that's kind of you to say. It was a fun evening. It's been a fun season so far for the Lakers, who've had a lot of things potentially could have gone wrong with all the various injuries and stuff. But, they're winning games without Luka Doncic. Austin Reaves has been insane, especially in all the games that Luka has missed. He's averaging over 40 points and 10 assists in the games that Luka Doncic has been out. So it's been an excellent start to the season, even though, it's not a perfect – it's a flawed team to an extent right now, guys. But the record is what it is. 16-5 after 21 games is pretty impressive.
When you say a flawed team, I'm curious what you mean by that.
So J.J. Redick has pointed this out, right, a few different times, and they have a ton of skill, right? But there are certain parts of the team, certain parts of the game where they don't have the same level of athleticism, right, as certain opponents. And we've seen this stand out against, say, OKC, Phoenix, Atlanta. And so when the Lakers aren't able to kind of fully play hard, fully play their best, which no NBA team can do every night, then they can be exploited to some degree. But so can every other team so far this season, except for OKC. That's the only team that's basically playing that does not appear to have a flaw right now. And, we could, as ball knowers, Cappy and Sedano and in Morales and
ball knowers,
like we could decide for sure. If OKC has a flaw, maybe it could be kind of half-court offense can get a little sticky, but it's not even anywhere close to an actual flaw since they still win every night because everything else is basically flawless. But yeah, that's all I meant. It's not a critique, Cappy. It's just that that is kind of the weakness, and how can they? Is that something that can be mitigated when Marcus Smart is playing? For sure, but he's been out recently, and that asks more of everybody on the team to try and figure out defensively and athletically how to win games on a night-to-night basis if they're not hitting shots to the degree they were in Toronto.
Mike, I thought last night that LeBron was going to step up and score more This is a conversation George and I were having yesterday, and George was saying, no, it's got to be Austin Reaves. Well, he was right and I was wrong. But I thought LeBron would have a significant scoring night. He did not. So, he did take 17 shots, though. So it's not like he was bashful. It's not like he wasn't, saying, hey, I don't want to shoot the ball. But I think at the end, when he made that pass, in part, I believe.
Oh, no, wait. Please do it the way you did it for us a little while ago, where you literally made LeBron think for 90 seconds in a play where he had to think in half a second.
Well,
lay it out to Mike the way you laid it out to us.
I'm giving him a lot of credit, Mike, because he receives the ball. LeBron receives the ball, and in that moment, LeBron has to go like this, Mike. Oh, my God, what do? Do I shoot? No, I don't want to shoot, because if I shoot and I miss, oh, my God, everybody's going to call me selfish, and everybody's going to say that I was just going for my streak. So wait a second. Hold on. Wait, my streak is going to end? But wait, I'll pass it over to Rui. Rui's open, and if he misses it, no big deal, because we still got it. We're still going to tie, and we're still going to go to overtime. So I don't want to shoot the ball, because if I shoot the ball, so.
And then you forgot to mention the fact that he was thinking about Gilbert Arenas and Swaggy P on their podcast,
right.
too.
And all the critics out there that say that I'm not going to fit in because I'm not a team guy because it's all about me and I have to be the number one guy. So all of these things were in LeBron's head in a millionth of a second, Mike, before he made that pass.
Cappy, that's not the worst explanation that I've ever heard. Honestly.
You and I are so much more on the same page than you and Sedano. So much more.
Well, however, I would say.
There's a however.
I would say. So LeBron, the way that JJ Redick described this, to invoke his name the second time, LeBron's always thinking about everything and always knows everything on a basketball court. He has the supercomputer. So I don't disagree that there are some elements of those thoughts going through. Maybe take out the Swaggy P and Gilbert Arenas part. I don't think that's the part. But he has heard, as he told me post game. He has remembered every single person that's told him that has had a slight about his game throughout his career, as did Kobe, as did Michael Jordan, right? So that's I think accurate as well. But in that moment, so Cappy, you as a ball knower know this term, and I only started hearing it this year. But what LeBron actually does when he catches the ball is he stampedes towards the rim immediately upon the catch. There's no hesitation. And he does know that he's going to kick that ball to Rui in the corner. It wasn't a choice that he made once he saw because he knew how the Raptors were going to react. And DeAndre Ayton is actually on the baseline trying to clip Brandon Ingram so that he can't close out all the way to Rui Hachimura. So even if there was a flash of the possibilities, and sure, he could pull up for a three or get all the way to the rim, the fact that the second that he catches the ball, because they knew Scotty Barnes was trapping Austin Reaves. The coach was screaming it out, okay? The Raptors coach. So everybody in the building, or at least who was close, knew that was happening. So LeBron ranks the closeout. It's a full stampede to the rim, and that gives him the angle to make that perfect pass that he absolutely whips, kind of at the speed of you kicking a field goal for Pittsburgh, over into the corner for Rui. And it was a brilliant play. It was a brilliant pass. Forget everything else, the streak and all that. That was the right basketball play to make, and that's what LeBron usually does.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he had a 4-on-3 on the back end, and, Rui was wide open. And he had told Rui before the play, he had said, hey, be ready. You know what I'm saying? And, again, it empowers him in a way. He's never hit a game winner. Now it empowers him in a way that it's muscle memory. Moving forward, he absolutely has the confidence to shoot that shot every time. Because he's been empowered in a way that allows him to feel confident in that situation. But
all of those things said, though, George, all of those things said,
yeah,
all true and all fair.
There we go.
But there's also a fairness on this side as well, which is when you're not shooting the ball well, why shoot the ball in that situation when you have an open teammate? And I think the point is, Mike, is that for all of us that question, can he come back and fit in? He's proving, yes, he can, and that he can be more about team and win than himself and stats.
But he's always been that, is my point.
I'm just making the point that last night he could have taken that shot. Hey, because, Mike, Billy Mack said it right at the top of the play, right? He said, wouldn't it be poetic if LeBron shoots it and keeps the streak alive and wins the game? Do you remember that part?
I do, but I think it is more poetic for it to happen how it did. And it's not – so, Cappy, the one thing I disagree with that you just said, you shoot that if you're the one that's wide open. And now look, they were closing out to LeBron, so he still could have shot over the top of the defense, but he was not as wide open as by making the extra pass, and that's the point. Forget whatever you were previously in the game. I'm not ignoring what you're saying, Cappy. Like if you haven't hit a shot all night, right? Then and somebody else has, and you want them to take the shot. That it's not that it doesn't weigh in at all, but what weighs in more is were you open? Were you the guy that the ball is supposed to find in the basketball play? And that's all we're saying. Like the correct play for the best shot that they could get was for him to rack that closeout, kick it in the corner.
I agree. I mean, I saw people on social media, George, saying this. You ready? You're a Hall of Famer. You're an all-time legend. Michael Jordan would have taken the shot. Kobe Bryant would have taken the shot. Steph Curry would have taken the shot. And I'm going like this. And I'm going like this.
Cappy's doing this. You know, you're not you specifically, but you're regurgitating like the Skip Bayless 2009
the Danielle Marshall
episode.
thing.
But what I'm saying is to everybody who has that opinion, I disagree with you. He made the right play given all of the circumstances. Give it every part of the circumstances, whether he thought he should take it, could make it, wasn't shooting well, somebody was open, somebody was double. For all of the circumstances, he made the right play last night, and I give him his flowers.
Right, and I would say he's done that pretty much every time almost in his career.
Yeah, that's kind of the staple of his game, really. Yeah.
I mean, again, he was criticized early in his career, as Mike and I were alluding to, and JJ mentioned in his presser yesterday. And I know Mike asked him specifically about JJ's comments about early in his career getting criticized for those moments. I don't know if we have that specific audio, Mike, but if you can relay basically what he said to you when you asked him that.
Yeah, so to me, the way that I framed it, George, is that like we have made some progress, I think, as overall as just the people, the fans that are the media, everybody that's consumed the NBA. Because at the time when LeBron was younger and before he had won, and especially during the reign, this is the Kobe Bryant era, following the Michael Jordan era, and I think there was a certain way that a certain kind of expectation, at least about the way that players would play. And LeBron was a little different. LeBron was closer to Magic Johnson, but it had been a while since Magic Johnson was the best player. We had gone from kind of assassin to assassin, the guys whose scoring was their best skill. And Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant could pass, for sure. Look at their career assist numbers. But their first thing, they were gunners. They were shooting guards. And LeBron was different. And so I think there was that. It took this adjustment period to acknowledge that you could still win in the way that Magic Johnson did by empowering your teammates in a certain way. And again, that's not to say that Jordan and Kobe didn't do that as well, which of course they did in kicking to teammates for game-winning shots repeatedly. It's just that the narrative, I think, is fine. Like, we've gotten a little bit more sensible about the way that we analyze these things. And there may be a minority of people who still want to say, oh, you should have taken the shot, hero moment. But I think, George, the overall understanding has improved. And that's part of what I was getting at. And I think LeBron acknowledged it while still saying that, look, like this is how I learned. I have won at every level. I won as a youth. I won in high school. He would have won if he went to college, right? He's won as a pro. You're not changing the way that he's played. I think is kind of his point, and he's kind of been right all along in that context.
Let's talk about Austin Reaves. You've been there from the beginning. Cappy made a good point. Speaking of empowering, LeBron has empowered him from the get-go. You've seen it, you've heard it, you've been there for it, and just the leaps he continues to make.
The first moment that he really empowered Austin Reaves, I remember, is going back to that Memphis series in round 1 in 2023. And that's the I am him. And LeBron just continuing to give him the ball late in that game and say, no, you're creating advantage. Keep going to it, man. Like, you got this. And boy, did he. And he has gotten increasingly better as an all-around player since then, year by year. And every single number for Austin Reaves, just go to Basketball Reference or wherever you want to go, ESPN.com, and just look at his numbers. The minutes go up a little bit, the scoring goes up, the assists go up. That's not the case for every player. In fact, that's not the case for many players. Some guys will go up in scoring just a little bit as their minutes go up, but to make the consistent annual leap that he is making. And I guess to me, the most impressive part of it, George and Cappy, is that he hasn't lost the efficiency that he plays with when his usage has gone up. And that's the real difference maker to me between guys that are just good players and guys that are going to be an all-star this year, which he is. He right now is firmly in the side of all-star. And I don't think that that's going to change. I think that his numbers are going to stay consistent. Cappy, he's averaging damn near 30 points a game.
It's unbelievable.
And
It really
he's
is.
doing it easily.
I know.
Okay, easily is the word I shouldn't say. I said to JJ after a game, hey, he's making it look easy. And JJ's like, whoa. It's not easy. He's making it look normal, he kind of allowed. And Reaves said, look, man, it takes everything I have to get to it's not easy. And so, fair, I apologize. Easy is the wrong word. But to have him doing it this consistently is quite a revelation, and it's just been super impressive watching him.
Trudeell, when you talk to him after the game, does he give you the same look as when you're talking to him at halftime?
JJ?
Yeah. Does he kind of glare at you, or is it the different look?
It's usually by after the game, he's had a couple of minutes to sort of, zen and to, whereas when I get him, and this is what I love about the halftime interview, he is coming in hot, and that's who he is, and he's super fiery, and he's ready to roll, and George knows. And I think that, sometimes since I'm in the line of fire, right, there is sometimes I can feel it, but I know that it's not about me. That it's about the game, and I try to keep it there to the basketball part of it. But we always joke, and sometimes I'll text Sedano, like if the Lakers blew a rotation or something, even if they're up by 20, like 5 seconds before he's about to come over to me, I'm like, he's gonna be hot. He's gonna be especially hot for this one. So, and I like it. I think that fans appreciate that part of him. Like he's really dialed in, and he really wants to win.
Hey, George, one last thing before Mike leaves. There's a guy on the Toronto team that scares me. This guy's going to be in my nightmares. I'm not even sure how to say his name.
Are you saying Sandro Mamushvili?
Sandro Mamushvili.
Wait a minute.
Mamushvili.
Let me tell you something right now. Mike Trudeell. Sandro Mamushvili, that brother right there, that brother belongs in an episode of Reacher. That guy's scary. He like 6'9", 250, all tatted out on one arm. Mike Trudeell, you tell me, doesn't Sandro Mamushvili, doesn't he belong in an episode of Reacher?
Well, you're kind of obsessed with Reacher. I was thinking more like Game of Thrones villain, right? Like this is kind of, this was where Nikola Pekovic.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Give it to him.
Now, Chris, you actually are right here in this one.
Oh, he is?
Because he's from the country Georgia, which was a Russian state. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So you're actually right playing the Russian.
Is that close to
national
Chernobyl
anthem.
or
the
no?
Soviet Union national anthem here.
All right.
Sandro Mamushvili. Yeah, that's a hard name.
Shouts out.
And I mean, he went to Seton Hall, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Still a hard name.
Yeah. It's not like he was there his whole life. He played college basketball in New Jersey.
No.
There is something intimidating, right, about the Eastern European or the Russian, like that sort of the block with the tats and all that. Like, I get it. That's the Jokic's brothers, et cetera, et cetera. But, I think sometimes those guys can be gentle giants. And he's more on the perimeter popping threes than he is inside elbowing like Pekovic and some other guys like that. But I see it. I see if you saw him in the street, Cappy, I understand why you'd go to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Trudeau, you're my nudging partner, and the nudge is because of the bunny, Otis the bunny.
Right.
And, we talked yesterday that Stephanie and I and the bunny are going to take a Christmas card. I'm not going to mail it to people, but I'm going to hand it out. Now, are you and the lovely family, Annie and the kids, I don't remember their names. Riggsy. Are you guys taking like a family holiday photo and you send it out?
So, Riggs, Jet and Talon are the twins, and thank you for recognizing Riggs.
All right.
And thank you for recognizing that Riggs is a boy, which Cappy had a hard time with for a little while.
All right.
Fine young fella. Fine young man.
We do take family photos most years, not every year. We did do one this year, and I think Sedano, you know the deal is you got to do them like months in advance. So we did ours probably in August or September, and it is we are currently in the process of like making our list as to whom we're going to send the holiday card. And to be honest with you, that just made me think not everybody on this call is on the list. And I have to think very hard. I'm going to text my wife and be like, hey, should we include for example, Cappy, who is not on there when we made it, because 2 years ago I didn't even know Cappy was.
Yeah, but don't worry. If you post it, he'll take a screenshot of it. So it's
I
fine.
may enlarge it, too.
Now, in this holiday photo, are you still sitting on Santa's lap, or?
We are in Sedano's hood, actually.
Oh, okay.
By the ocean. That's
All right.
where we took the photo.
Okay.
And I have to say, my initial inclination is not to add Cappy to the list, but I haven't made up my mind for sure. I'll ask him.
Don't add me to the list, because I'm not going to reciprocate, because I'm like anti-holiday card, because I feel guilty about throwing out cards. So like I would get your card, Mike, and I'd look at your beautiful family, and then the holidays would be over, and I wouldn't want to throw the card out. So don't waste the card on me. I'm having a hard time throwing food out from Thanksgiving, and I know I'm not going to eat it. It's a week
still
old.
in the fridge?
I know.
You got to get rid of it.
I know, but I feel
What
bad.
are you doing with that thing in the fridge?
I'm still eating a ham.
No, you can't eat that
You
ham,
can't
man.
eat that thing. It's slimy by now.
No,
you
no,
can't
it's
be
not
putting,
slimy.
Don't
It's
put
actually
slime.
a little dry.
No, don't put slimy ham in your mouth.
No, it's
no
a little
good,
dry.
man.
It's dry
All right, the
ham.
bed's been playing for 17 minutes. So,
All right.
Trudeell, have a great day.
See you, Trudeell.
We love you.
Love you, Mike.
All right, guys. Later.
8:31 on a Friday. Sedano, tell us about your home away from home at LAX.
Oh, yeah, where changes are arriving daily. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover train will begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investment to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between the terminals, the Consolidated Rental Car Center, metro trains, and buses, so you don't even need a car to get to LAX. But if you do, you can also connect to the economy parking and Cappy's favorite, the Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and the trains will depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. To learn more, go to this website, lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
Thank you, Sedano. Right now, it is time for the Call Jacob Call of the Game, where we relive last night's Call of the Game, as you heard on Lakers basketball right here.
The Raptors do not have a foul to give. 9 seconds left. Austin Reaves going one-on-one. Dribbling to LeBron. LeBron to Rui for the win. Good! Rui Hachimura hits a jumper at the buzzer, and the Lakers have won the game. 123-120, and Rui hits the jumper that wins it for the Lakers at the buzzer. A spectacular pass by LeBron, who, oh, by the way, just had his streak end after 18 years of scoring in double figures. And I think LeBron will be happy that it ended that way.
John Ireland, Michael Thompson on the call. You heard it on the ESPN LA Lakers radio network. And you could hear the Jacob and Ronnie Call of the Game after every Lakers game, thanks to Jacob. CallJacob.com. And, of course, that new number, 800-345-6789. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We keep rolling on a Friday in 3.5 minutes from right now.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Pechanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pechanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pechanga club members. Visit the club at Pechanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hey, it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and supportive services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more information on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
Beautiful day today.
John Ireland here. You've heard me talk about the iSpot Active website and their wearable cryotherapy. You can see it for yourself at iSpotActive.com. iSpot Active sells form-fitted, 4-way stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. If you get sore after you exercise or work out, you just put this stuff on for 20 minutes, and wherever you're sore will feel a lot better. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. See why Hall of Famer James Worthy swears by this stuff. Start feeling better at iSpotActive.com.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes! Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:37, good morning. We'll do a little radio Tinder here real quick, huh? We like to play a TV theme, or how about a movie theme on this day in 1989? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation premiered in theaters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
You
Let's see, you had the first vacation, then you had European vacation, right? And then you had Christmas vacation?
I don't know.
It was a good series.
Yeah.
It was a very good series.
You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Radio Tinder made possible by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. The crazy Hernandez brothers, the home of the morning wood, the hardwood. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale, sucker. Take it away, Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so guys, according to a new study from scientists from Witten-Herdecki University, probably
Witten-Herdecki. They got a
probably
good
heard
football
out that
team.
wrong.
Hold on.
Why Witten-Herdecki doesn't sound Russian at all? Like,
That's
now
just-
you're just overdoing it.
Now he's just making fun of me for how I pronounce literally everything.
Which is what?
I'm a leaving.
Witten-Herdecki?
Witten-Herdecki, is that what it is?
I don't
There's
know.
just a funny E on the end?
Call her Witten.
Okay, anyway, so...
All right, that was Radio Tinder. Beto Durant? No, I'm just kidding.
Really quick. So the study shows that there's strong evidence that celebrities tend to die on average 4 to 5 years earlier than their peers that are not celebrities. So knowing this, and that being a celebrity comes with fame and fortune, usually most of the time, would you want to be famous if you knew that you were not going to outlive people the same age, or your peers, let's say, your peers? Swipe left or swipe right? Cap, you go first.
I'll swipe left. I'll take the extra years. I'd rather be rich than famous. I'd rather be rich and famous, but nothing sounds worse than being famous and broke. Does that all make sense?
I'm saying you would still be, like, you got rich because you're famous, but you'd have to cut off 5 years of your life.
No, I want those extra 5 years.
Okay.
Especially as it's starting to, like, I'm kind of starting to realize, hey, I thought I was middle-aged, and people keep reminding me, no, bro, unless you plan on living till 110, you're beyond middle-aged. So I'll take the extra 5 years right now. Georgie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'd rather. I mean, if you're telling me I have 5 years of quality life, I'd rather that. Yes.
I feel like I would never want to be famous under any circumstances.
Well, you are famous.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You got millions of fans.
By the way, don't you think that nowadays your quality of life, your average life expectancy is like over 100 now?
No.
Or by the time you get there?
No.
Like by the time we are all...
You're saying that like because of innovations
Yeah.
in medicine and in technology?
Biohacking, yeah.
No.
No?
I still don't think we're going to get to, I don't think the average age will be 100. No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
They better
Especially
hurry
for
up.
men, because men treat their health historically worse than women.
Probably better that way anyway, huh?
Well, they better hurry up, man, because if living to 100 is going to be something that everybody does and that's going to be the standard, and but it's years away, please hurry up. Because again, I always think of myself as, I'm middle-aged now. It's cool, I'm middle-aged. And people are like, no, you're beyond middle-aged. Because I don't know about you guys. Anybody have anybody in their family live to over 100?
My grandma, my great grandma.
I had some family members that that lived to about 100. Yeah,
I have not. My grandmothers. I think my grandmothers made it to their early 80s. That's it. But my grandfather's 65, 75. Grandmother's early 80s.
I have an uncle who was the oldest on my mom's side, who's about to turn 90.
Okay,
and he's in great shape.
That's a great life.
His knees are a little beat up, but health-wise, he's great.
My great-grandma, 99.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
My great-grandma lived to be 100, and then she died 3 days later. So I think she was I have to get to be 100.
Yep. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she's like, all right, well, I got to 100.
I got it. I'm out.
Yeah,
Peace. Yeah.
What's on tap today on ESPN LA? The Lakers are back on the road as they take on Boston tonight. The Toyota Lakers countdown with Better Durant begins at 2:30 p.m. with tip-off at 4. Hear it for your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Thanks to Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. By the way, I know we were promoting a Mason and Ireland best of today, but since it's so early in December and that day part, we're going to do a live show. Andy Kamenetsky and Momo will be in from noon to 2:30 p.m. today with producer D, Young D, of course, who hosts Lakers Talk Daily. So we're going to be throwing down all kinds of hoops knowledge.
Yeah, you can't have a best of after that big Lakers.
And Ireland won't be in to call Momo a Clippers homer.
Oh, my God. I watched that clip. I was like, whoa, bro. Whoa.
Whoa, bro.
You said you had the audio. Wait, we're doing the YouTube, I guess.
Whatever. Beto Duran joins us for the CHLA High School Football Report, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Back in 3.5 minutes from right now, Jack.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are on the road for the second consecutive week, this time in Arizona to take on the Cardinals, an NFC West matchup. This will be the first time they see Arizona. The second matchup will be in Week 18, that one back at SoFi Stadium. Still waiting to find out whether or not that is a Saturday or Sunday game. We're going to get you started with the Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff. That is at 11:30 with myself, Travis Rogers, and Sua Cravens live from Cosm, Los Angeles. And then it is all of your play-by-play action. JB Long, Maurice Jones-Drew, and the Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr have all of your play-by-play action. And then immediately following the conclusion of the game, myself and Sua, we are back from Hollywood Park Casino for the Rams postgame show, breaking it all down. What went right, what went wrong, and the Rams getting ready to take on the Detroit Lions in Week 15. With Friday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
They say love is the greatest gift of all, but straight up cash works too. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Our Gift a Day giveaway has begun. Earn 500 points on your rewards card and get that day's gift. Weekdays through the 19th.
Number 2.
Get your sugar cookie lattes and peppermint cake all month long at Pink Coffee.
And the number 1 reason.
Jackpot Palooza. We're giving away $25,000 on the 13th at 7 p.m.
Morongo. Good times.
The roster.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob M. Ronnie.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob M. Ronnie.
800-345-6789. With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
Good morning, 846. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On a Friday, Beto Duran, when you hear this music, you know the Cisco Kid. Beto Duran is going to join us for his weekly high school football report in just a moment. But first, Sedano and Kap, you just heard it there. Tell us about that new phone number for Jacob M. Ronnie.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you got to call it. It's the most simplest number to remember. It's 800-345-6789. 89. Yeah. It's very simple to remember. You get into an accident. Look, it's the holiday season, right? You're going around, you're driving around, you're thinking about the gifts you have to buy or whatever, or you got to make maybe like a holiday party. Then all of a sudden you're sitting at a red light, and then what happens, Christopher? BAM! Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. And you know what? It's traumatic, man. I mean, Jacob was talking about it the other day, right, Cappy? About how, like, even one of his own lawyers got into an accident. He was, like, freaked out and couldn't even remember to call his own law office for a second. So that's why they make the numbers so easy.
This is when Jacob had no voice because he was yelling at the referee at his kid's basketball game. And he was telling this story on Mason and Ireland. He's like, and one of the lawyers in my office got into a car accident, and he called me, and he said, what do I do? And then Jacob was like, what do you do? This is what you do every day for a living. And the guy's like, I know, but I'm traumatized, and I don't know. Because it is, George, if you've ever been in an accident, it is traumatizing. The car, how you feel, what the other person, the cops, it is traumatizing. So you know what you do, George?
You call 800-345-6789. Right. That's the law office of Jacob and Ronnie. Save it in your phone so you're not scrambling later. When you call, you're not talking to someone who treats you like a number. You're talking to a team that fights for real people in this city every single day.
There is no doubt. That is why Jacob and Ronnie has been the trusted legal partner of the Rams and the Lakers and everybody else in town.
And LAFC, don't forget.
No, I won't forget it. And by the way, you pay nothing unless Jacob wins. No fees unless he wins, Georgie.
So, look, if it's Friday or any other day you're in an accident, remember, your first move is call Jacob at 800-345-6789. Or go online, calljacob.com. Call Jacob when life hits you out of nowhere. He hits back with a game plan.
Thank you, guys. And now it is time for Beto Duran, the Cisco Kid, joining us for the high school football report. Thanks to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Your child's comeback starts at CHLA. Good morning, Beto.
Good morning, guys. And this is our final CHLA report of the football season because we're in the state championship semifinals today. So it's been fun and great job by our partners at CHLA all season long providing this.
So what are the big games then, Beto? I'm curious to hear because I think now we're kind of getting regional matchups, right?
Yeah, so it's the semifinals, and Southern California is going to play against Northern California in the state championship December 13th. So for the open division, you're going to have Santa Margarita play Concord de la Salle that has Maurice Jones-Drew's kids on that team. So that's going to be the big one. That's going to be at Saddleback December 13th. So what's going on tonight and tomorrow are the regionals. So it's like San Diego, L.A. County, Orange County, up to Bakersfield. So you have all those teams that won their championship play against each other. So the one game that I really like is Los Alamitos, the Griffins, right? They're going to play against Cathedral Catholic from down in San Diego. And Los Alamitos, Cappy, you're going to like it. All neighborhood kids that played Pop Warner together, no transfers, kids that all just came up together, and they're 12-2. They're playing at Long Beach Vets tomorrow. And Colin Creason is the quarterback to watch out for Los Alamitos, and you're going to love the guy for Cathedral Catholic. Honor Falavai Johnson, big-time recruit, over 1,000 yards rushing. So that's going to be a good one, and that's going to be Division I AA. So that's the one I like tonight at Long Beach Vets.
Yeah, and hey, Beto, you know, the kid, so Cathedral Catholic, they're the wannabe modern day of San Diego. They've got an offensive lineman, 6'7", 291, that was part of the #1 recruiting class in the country for USC. So there's a USC offensive lineman on the field tonight for Cathedral Catholic.
Yeah, so that'll be good. And another game's going on tonight. La Habra, right there, close to Whittier, where all is love. They're 11-3. They're playing Bakersfield Christian. And then Ventura plays Arroyo Grande tonight. And then Barstow has a game. El Cajon Christian plays Cerritos Valley Christian, Valley View. And then also Division 7, San Fernando. Richie Valens. You don't know about no Richie. Richie Valens, School of San Fernando. The Tigers play Irvine Woodbridge. Yes! Thank you. And then tomorrow night, my Carson Colts are going to be playing against Delano Kennedy. Delano is the school you pass on the way to Mammoth, the 99. My boy, Jacob Fergroso, who grew up in Inglewood, is actually the coach there. And the Delano kid, it's a great story because Kennedy, a lot of those kids are sons of farm workers. And some of these kids are also working in the field before they go to football practice in the summer, and they're going to take on Carson. I'm actually going to that game tomorrow, so that'll be a fun one to watch. And it's just an opportunity for kids just to continue to play and a chance to play for a state championship, so it's awesome. Kathy, but I had an idea for you, and you know, you have a big voice. You know how in Texas for the championship nights, Jerry Jones lets them use Cowboy Stadium?
Right.
Why not get Demoff and the Rams and SoFi to be the host, not for the state championships. I'm talking about for the regional, the championships you have right now. Like where say
Well, Jerry allows them to use his practice facility,
in
which
Frisco.
is a 12,000 seater. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the one that they use? I remember watching Friday Night Lights recently, and they showed Cowboy Stadium. But whatever. Let's just get one of those where every single game is played in there, Cappy. Talk about the community coming together and not the great outreach, and everybody gets to go, hey, we're going to SoFi. Hey, we're going to SoFi. Something like that. Cappy,
I actually love the idea. I love the idea. And Beto, you know, you're just one other game really quickly. You know, you've talked to us all year long about this school, Oxnard Pacifica. Is that right?
Yes, with Taylor Lee, I believe.
They got that quarterback. They got that really good quarterback. You know, they're also playing down. I want to say they're playing in San Diego against Granite Ridge High School. So all these regional teams, you know, you got a team from way up in the 805 coming all the way south to a team from the 619. I love this time of year because this is where, you know, counties, you know, try and create bragging rights. You know, our teams are better than your teams. This is so cool, man. What a great weekend of high school football coming up.
Yeah, specifically playing Granite Hills, and then also that school that we've been going behind, Rio Hondo Prep, that's 14-0. They only have like 85 students. They're playing Santa Fe Christian. And the best part is one of their, I guess, alumni or one of the parents called sports graffiti and was trying to talk up Rio Hondo Prep, and Ireland cut off the call. And so the school got fired up, and Fred Robledo, who covers the San Gabriel Valley Tribune, tweeted Ireland, come on, give these guys credit. Ireland's, whatever, Steve. So we're giving the people what they want here on this show.
That's right. That's
well,
exactly
and better, we've got some L.A. and San Diego, Southern California kids also playing in the college games this weekend. We've got Bear Bachmeyer for BYU, Orange County kid, right? You've got Julian Sand, Cappy's kid from San Diego. Yeah,
yeah, big star quarterback at Ohio State.
George, we got to have a lunch with Cappy and Danny Hernandez. I golfed with Danny yesterday, who trains a lot of different players. And Danny is actually going to be at the Big Ten Championship because he trains Fernando Mendoza from Indiana. And then he's going to go to the Heisman Trophy. And he was talking about a bunch of the San Diego QBs that he really likes. I'm like, we got to get Cappy involved in one of these lunches. We got to go to Tropicana, hang out with Danny, get some stuff.
Yeah, Cappy, I'm telling you, let's go.
I want to get one of those croquetas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Danny was saying to be careful, to don't write off UCLA just yet, because the new coach that I guess you had him, George, the guy at Old Dominion, Danny was saying this guy's already
James Madison.
Oh, James Madison, yeah. But this guy's making moves on the West Coast already. And yesterday when I was golfing with him, he was getting a couple of phone calls about potential UCLA guys in the 28 class. So if you're a Bruin fan, that's good stuff right there. But Cappy, you love this conversation.
I would love to. I'd love to meet Danny, and I'd love to have this conversation because he's got another kid down here in San Diego that's going to Boise State quarterback. So I'm into it. I love watching these kids go from high school through college and possibly make it into the pros. I love watching their journeys.
Thank you, Beto Duran. The High School Football Report, sponsored by Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Your child's comeback starts at CHLA. Beto's got the burner phone, though. That thing was crackling like an old record.
It was.
What's going on, man? The Rich Eisen Show, 9 a.m. Terrestrially. Well, the Prize Picks Power Hour continues on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. And if you're listening this morning on the app, stay right there, sucker. We continue. Good morning, Mongrels. It's a Friday.
Hey, guys, Cappy here. Let's talk about something serious for just a minute. Picture this. You're on your usual drive to work. You're thinking about your day ahead, right? You walk into the office, you sit down at your desk, you power on your computer, but instead of your familiar desktop popping up, zippo, nothing. Your files are locked, your data's frozen, you've been hacked. For anyone who's ever lived through it, you know how stressful and expensive it can be. We're talking thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then there's the uphill battle of getting your cyber insurance claim actually paid. That's where my friend Avner Gatt and his team of public adjusters come in. You might know them from water damage claims, but they also handle cyber insurance. And if you're not sure that you're fully protected, or you're not sure if your insurance application was filled out correctly, don't wait until it's too late. Call Avner Gatt at 818-917-5256 today. That's 818-917-5256 for Avner Gatt.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey Rams fans, this Saturday, December 6th, stop by the Westlake Village Verizon store and meet the Rams cheerleaders and the best mascot in all of sports, Rampage. Plus, check out Verizon's incredible holiday deals on gifts for everyone, from the latest phones and tablets to gaming consoles, smartwatches, and more. Don't miss out. Come say hi to the Rams cheerleaders and Rampage at the Westlake Village Verizon store, located at 121 South Westlake Boulevard from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday, December 6th.
Math is simple. Low prices plus big trade value equals huge savings for you during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where we'll donate $325 for every new vehicle purchased or leased to the charity of your choice. Come in today to trade and upgrade your vehicle or just sell it and get paid. You win either way. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com.
$325 donation consists of $250 from Subaru and an additional $75 from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Expires 12/31/2025. Nothing compares to the energy of the purple and gold in person. In the arena, it just feels different. Don't miss your opportunity to catch the Lake Show live and soak up all the action. The best place to get 100% verified, secured game tickets all season long is Lakers Ticket Exchange. It's the official resale marketplace of the Los Angeles Lakers, where you can buy and sell tickets with other fans just like you. Lock in your seats now at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. That's Lakers.com/ticket exchange.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
I text Chris, I'm like, hey man, why is he holding back on LeBron?
The Raptors do not have a foul to give. 9 seconds left. Austin Reaves going one-on-one. Dribbling to LeBron. LeBron to Rui for the win. Good! Rui Hachimura hits a jumper at the buzzer, and the Lakers have won the game. 123-120, and Rui hits the jumper that wins it for the Lakers at the buzzer. A spectacular pass by LeBron, who, oh, by the way, just had his streak end after 18 years of scoring in double figures, and I think LeBron will be happy that it ended that way.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Why not? It's a wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, whatever that means.
It's a party game.
No, Lindsay's holding up the box.
I'm kind of a little jealous right now, Clinton, because I really wanted to play this game too.
Oh, is that
we
right?
can wait for you, Cappy, if you really want to.
So
we
what do I have to
running
do
a little
here?
low on time, but
I feel like Casey Kasem having to make that transition when he had to go from.
Yeah, that's one of the classic radio bits. Where it's like, don't go from a slow song into a.
We have ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Markel.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Right now.
Monstrous.
But I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, Mongrel, stay tuned.
Bing, da-dum, bum. Boom,
Boom,
dee-dum, bum.
bum.
Ding,
Beep,
da-dum,
ba-dum, bum. Doom, dee-dum, bum.
9:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. Happy Friday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on. LeBron passed the ball. Let's build a statue.
Oh,
All right, why don't we hey, listen, I have an idea here. We've all been very complimentary of LeBron today. George and Lindsay, no surprise. Me, everybody expected me to come in today. Oh, he's old, he's slow, he's washed, he's no good. That's why he passed the ball. And I have given you the exact opposite of what you expected. I have told you that LeBron is showing that he is what I wanted him to be, which is a great team first guy. Okay.
But again, this notion that he's not a great team first guy is where I push back.
It's no issue for me that you push back. I'm just saying that my question was going into when he came back, can he not need to be a 1 or even need to be a 2? And you've used the word today, empower his teammates. I'll tell you something. You talked about empowering Rui Hachimura. I talked about empowering Austin Reaves. George, I'll finish this whole thing off with, you want to know who else LeBron has really empowered, at least right now? I'll give you one more guy. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah, that was your tease from like an hour ago.
Yeah, you want to know who it is?
Yeah.
It's J.J. Redick.
Sure.
Because let me tell you something. You could undermine or you could empower. And he is empowering this coach to coach. He is allowing this coach to coach. And so, let me tell you something. LeBron is doing things that I didn't know for sure if he could or would. And I'm really happy that he is. But, Chris.
Yes.
You're talking about building a statue because, he passed the ball. Ooh. There should be an opposing viewpoint here today. I mean, we're all sucking up to the guy, talking about how great he was and what a great pass it was. And I told you that the reason he passed the ball is because he was 4 for 17 and he'd just gotten swatted.
Well, and you also had him wondering about, Gilbert Arenas and Swaggy P in the middle of making the pass.
Forget about those two. I'm just talking about the critics.
No, I know. I'm using just them as the example of the critics.
So, Chrissy.
Yeah.
You think they should build a statue just because he passed the ball? I mean, there's got to be an opposing viewpoint here. There's a little too much sucking up going on.
Oh, my God. Chris just has to be, again, he's like the meta of this show.
All right.
All right.
Oh, Ann Esther in the YouTube chat says, Cappy in full glaze mode.
Yes, full glaze mode. Full glaze. That's right, full glaze. Because remember, you thought I was going to say he's old because he didn't look really that great. You thought I was going to say he was washed because a lot of people will say that today. You thought I might say he's cooked because people are going to say it. But why did he pass that ball? Is it because he always makes the right play? Or was it because he's like, hey, I'm 4 for 17. I don't want to take this shot. And by the way, if he misses it, who cares, man? We're going to overtime. And if he did make the shot, let me tell you something else. If he took that shot and he made that shot, you know what everybody'd say today, George?
What does that
say?
They'd say, you know what? Because he don't trust anybody, and he's selfish anyway. And by the way, he still wanted to get that streak and keep that thing going, and he wanted all the glory. The guy is in a no-win situation. I will grant you that.
By the way, today is the in the YouTube chat is talking about it, and I posted it this morning on my IG. Today is the World Cup draw, and we will know more about our World Cup plans after today once we see the matchups and all that accoutrement. Meanwhile, the Prize Picks Power Hour, the Triple P is on. Thanks to Prize Picks, download the app today and use code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in lineup after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Remember, fans, if you feel like you missed any of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show this week, we'll have the Sedano and Kap Morning Show Saturday special.
Wow.
But tomorrow, a little short window because we're going to the Big 12 championship game from ESPN Radio. But we'll still get a taste, just a little taste.
Oh, yeah, because that's at 9 a.m., right? Local.
Yeah, I believe coverage starts at 8:30. So we'll have Dr. Clapper at 7 a.m., the Weekend Warrior Show, presented by Cedars-Sinai. And then the best 30 minutes of the week. What do we think the best 30 minutes of this week was?
Good question. Good question.
I would say I would nominate Cappy's whole, the original version of Cappy's thought process when LeBron was trying to make the pass. I think that
today?
absolutely
Okay.
needs to be in there.
I would nominate.
And just the reaction afterwards. I thought Lindsay nailed it afterwards. I thought she was really good there. It was very funny.
I would probably nominate the 30 minutes we spent with Mike Trudeell today.
No,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
No, it was a little too in the weeds.
Well, you know what it is? You're
It was
gonna need
weedy
the video
Trudeell.
component.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the problem is on Saturday you're not going to get the video component.
Right.
Oh, right,
Clinton
true.
Yates, you can get in there. Go ahead.
Wait, you're not going to get the video component?
No, when they do the best of on Saturdays, they don't
CY's
actually
jacket.
run the video as well.
What if I'm a sicko that likes to watch?
Well,
Oh, no, there's no doubt. Where did that drop come from?
Whoa.
I've been waiting all day to lay that on
We
you.
need that drop every day.
Wait,
you need to send that to me, too.
What was the context of Ireland saying
Well, it's
that?
the Kamenetsky brothers bit. Because they always go, and if you're a sicko that likes to watch, you can watch this on YouTube.
Here's the context. I'm going to set this up.
For people that don't know, Andy and his brother Brian host the Locked On Laker podcast Monday through Friday, right, AK?
yeah, everywhere you get your podcasts, it's always free. It's never behind a paywall. And
What if I'm a sicko that likes to watch?
well, there's a YouTube component for you sickos out there.
I was driving around yesterday and I heard that and I was like, oh my God.
We need that in the open. Along with, I got to put two things in the open now that it's there every day. That drop and the Balmer. I was conned. Oh, no, they conned me. Yeah, that one. Meanwhile, Clinton Yates, the big CY, joins
up,
us.
gang?
Look at that jacket he's wearing today.
That is
the
hey,
jacket.
Clinton.
Yes.
That is a hot piece. Seriously. Can I borrow that?
Now, again,
is it itchy?
I'm not.
No,
the
that's not
president,
itchy.
I'm not the president of the local chapter of the Handsome Man community for nothing.
But I feel like you could have a Tommy gun inside that jacket or maybe a toy that Cappy likes.
Yeah. easy. So
Can I borrow that jacket?
No, why do you keep asking me to
What do you
borrow
mean
things?
easy? Earlier in the week, you said like, "Oh, I want to play Swing My Sausage."
I know, but that was different. That was earlier in the week.
I mean,
Today-
Cappy
a
asked
guy
me
that
to
calls
borrow
you
a jacket one time for a Laker event. I still don't have the jacket.
No, I gave it back to you.
You're the last person I would lend my clothes to.
No,
Cappy.
Cappy, I literally have every suit
We don't live in
I
the same
own.
town. I see you once a week. No.
So I'll give it back to you.
Lending
And by
clothes
the way,
is something
George,
you do to your roommate in college.
I
Cappy,
gave that
swear to
jacket
God,
back
that
to you that
jacket is
night.
not in my
I
possession.
gave it back to you that night. I would listen. If the jacket would have fit really, really well, I probably would have heisted it from you.
I'm
But
telling you, it's
I
not in
don't
my
have it.
possession.
Well, not
It's
in my
probably in
possession
your
either.
office, Cappy.
Well, I have two of them now
That's right.
at the
It's
radio
for one
station.
of the
Ruben
two
Flores said, "CY live from the NYC studios." That is a very NYC look.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold outside. It's what was the word? I wore it yesterday because I was going to the passport office.
And
I was
Esther
like,
says he looks like he stole that jacket from Fred Sanford's
"Oh,
closet.
you think black people steal all nice things?
Oh, come on.
Give you
I'm
five of
joking.
these right upside your lip, dummy.
So I went to the passport office yesterday, and I did not realize how serious security was there.
Oh, bro.
It was like
Wait a minute. So 2 weeks ago, you said you went to the library.
Yes, I did, and it didn't work out there. So
it didn't work out.
No, because it's a long story, but I needed the time in which it was going to get back to me was in fact too small of a window, and the guy was like, you know what? I suggest you just bear with it and go down there if you can get an appointment on the day.
So what
So
happened?
how long did it take?
It took like an hour, but 45 minutes was standing in line outside.
Oh.
They do this weird deal where they make everybody stand outside, and then when you get in, it takes 5 minutes. Meanwhile, they're barking at you all these instructions, guys with guns are screaming, scaring children and stuff, and you're like, did something happen here? And as it turns out, and I did some research on this, not just recently in terms of some guy trying to firebomb a federal building, but I guess back when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, somebody tried to bang out that building specifically. And so as a result, they're like intense. But like it was more intense than an airport.
Wait a minute, you went to the passport office?
The federal building.
The federal building.
The passport
the
office.
The one in West LA.
That one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, okay. I was not ready for that level of scrutiny. I didn't expect that to take my belt off to get a passport.
So I have a question. How long did it take in total from the time you got there till the time you got out of there to take care of this piece of business?
Well, it was a two-parter, Scott. So I had to do the appointment. Rather, I had to turn in the paperwork. That was probably an hour. And then if you're going to count in all the hours I waited to return back at 1 p.m., that would be a total of 6. But
wow.
I could have done something in the middle, you know what I'm saying, which I did.
But you're going to get your passport in like a week now.
No. I walked away with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how
they
that
gave
works.
it to you.
Yes, that's what I was explaining. Remember last time I was trying to tell you, like, you can do a one-day deal if you have
just have to deal with it.
If you have proof of travel and you can knock out a day at work. That's the issue. So, yeah, it worked out.
What do you mean proof of travel? Like you have to show your airline ticket?
Or you have to have, like, an itinerary of what you're going to do. So in this particular case, because I was invited by a group to go and they hadn't yet bought the ticket, I brought the invitation of what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that worked, huh? Yeah. I have a similar situation happening, and perhaps somebody's got some advice. So I have finally just given in, and I've decided I've got to go to an idiot bar at an Apple store. Okay?
All right.
I can't take it anymore. The computer doesn't work. I've tried to clear out all the pictures, all the music, all the things I don't use that are stopping my computer.
Wait a minute. It happened again? I thought Lindsay fixed it.
She did kind of for like a second, but not really. And it keeps popping up with something. It wants me to force quit everything. I'm telling you, this computer is screwed. And I got to go to an idiot bar at an Apple store, and I'm trying to make an appointment, but guess what? I don't know. My Apple ID. But is it worth it to possibly go into an Apple store?
No, I'm just going to tell you, if you don't know your Apple ID, the Apple store is going to be very difficult for you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to either go in there for them to figure out the Apple ID, or like that's got to be your first issue.
How do you not know your Apple ID? Like,
It's a very good question, Clinton.
I don't. But okay, but let's just say I can't figure it out.
Reset it?
Yeah,
well,
you can reset that on your phone.
Right. So let's say I reset my Apple ID, and I can't get an appointment until 5:40 p.m. Is it possible that you could walk into an Apple store and get to a Genius Bar, or must you?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's going to take. It could take an hour just to get to the Genius Bar.
Exactly.
But they'll tell you the time. So when you walk in, you say, "Oh, I don't have an appointment." They're going to be like, "Okay, scumbag," and then they're going to tell you, "Okay, your appointment is now 2 hours from now," and then you come back.
And the decision you have to make there, Scott, is do you want to manage your time in terms of what you know you can get or versus what you might get and end up having to do both anyway? That's the real question.
I'm going to go today anyway. I can't take it anymore. You know, I've tried to get by on all these things that are going on this computer. It's just killing me. It's wasting time. It's annoying the ever-living hell out of me. That's it. I give up. I give.
How old is the new computer? I mean, the old computer.
The computer's probably 5 years old.
Oh, so it's time for a new one.
No, well, I have a new one, but I love this computer, and I don't want it to go anywhere, and I need it, and I got it. I can't take it anymore. I give up.
What's on that computer?
Exactly.
What's on that guy's hard drive?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's holding up everything, I think, is what's on this hard drive.
Okay, all right. Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Don't want to know anything more about that.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. You feel me?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Chris, I'll have you know, and you can report this to the Italian Stallion.
Okay.
That last night I was horrendous.
Oh, wait a minute.
Horrible.
Are you going into a Prize Picks read now?
No. I just wanted to let you know that as the weekend goes on, when the Italian Stallion hits you up and goes, your boy Cappy is horrible on Prize Picks, you can tell him that last night I was horrendous. In fact, I was so bad on Prize Picks that I screwed up my plays. I actually had Jared Goff for more than 254.5 passing yards, and then in his second lineup, I had him for less than 254.5 passing yards. So I hedged, which was just based in stupidity. So just wanted you to pass along that message to the Stallion.
I got Daniel Campbell called to my.
I'll let him know. Now, will we, Clinton Yates, be building a statue because LeBron James passed the ball?
I mean, listen, of all the assists that have shown how well he has integrated himself back into the offense, There's not possibly one that was more important in Lakers history than the one last night. No, I'm joking. I actually thought it was interesting to see that. I mean, what were you doing in January 2007?
I was.
we didn't do the bit that we said we were going to do all the things that were popular.
Sedano and I were at Fox Sports Radio, and I used to do a lot of Perico.
Okay, all right, very well.
I'll tell you what I was doing, Clinton. I was standing on the sidelines of a San Diego Charger game when LaDainian Tomlinson was like breaking Emmitt Smith's touchdown record in a season. That's what I was doing in 2007.
Now, only because we did this on the show, I'm going to ask you guys.
You want me to rattle off the list?
Hold on. Do you know what the number one song in America was on January 6, 2007?
Of
Lindsay
course
knows.
we do. Of course we do.
Are you Googling it?
No.
On your Brook? Oh, you guys did this already?
No, we have it on the doc. We just never got to it.
Well, I saw
Very
Akon,
well.
right?
Okay.
Smack That was one of them. I saw it on
Oh,
Scott
that's
Van
a
Pelt
good
last
song.
night.
Smack That.
I remember.
That's a
It's
good
Smack
song.
That.
That's
I
what
forgot
I
about
was
that one.
actively in.
There was a
club.
Beyonce
Getting
song.
after it. Yes, Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable.
Written by
Yeah.
Neo, in fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
wife, Neil.
and My Love, Justin Timberlake's My Love.
My love.
Yeah, that was a good era.
My
that was
love.
a good era.
Do you know what the number one movie was at the box office?
No, what was it?
I do. No, wait. Did we do this? I was just told this, and I've forgotten now somehow. Anyways.
Night at the Museum.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Great flick. Love
So
that
wait,
movie.
Ben Stiller and also
The late, great Robin Williams.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Keep going, Linz.
All right. George Bush was president while Trump was on The Apprentice, season 6.
Oh, really?
Trump
You're
currently
fired.
sitting at the Kennedy Center during the World Cup draw.
Yeah.
I'm watching right here in front of me.
You're fired.
And we were a year away from a major, major economic meltdown.
Yeah.
Maybe the greatest in history when you look at it.
2008.
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
really started in 2007, but nobody wanted to talk about it.
I know, man. I
Quality
remember.
chalk talk there, Morales.
Hey, there you go.
Dude,
Hey.
I remember going through that, going, man, just hang on to my house. Do not lose the house. Don't embarrass yourself. Just find a way to hang on. Gosh, that was a horrible time.
You know what grade SGA was when LeBron last had his less than 10-point night?
Oh, you had to be like in 5th grade or
I
something?
was going to say
Third
kindergarten.
grade.
I was
8
going to
years
say,
old.
yeah, that's an elementary school situation.
grade,
yeah.
huh?
Bronny was 2.
How about that? How
Okay.
about that?
He was 2.
Yep. Also, who was the coach of the Stillers back then?
Carr.
He just resigned the day before.
Wow.
Really? Bill Carr.
That's a good call. I
Yep.
had yet to start working for the Washington Post at that point.
Carr.
I started later the next month is when I started there.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin started 2 weeks later.
How about that?
Wow, and by the way, his streak could be coming to an end this year, too.
No, they're not going to fire him. They're stupid if they do.
Really? You
Why?
think so?
He's won one Super Bowl.
I mean, a lot of Steelers
And-
fans are tired of this nonsense.
Oh, they've been
And-
tired of him for 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, I guess if I were Tomlin, I'd make the argument to ownership of, hey, we haven't had a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger.
Exactly.
And we tried with Russell Wilson, we tried with Justin Fields, and now we've tried with Aaron Rodgers. So if you guys would let me, and we all missed on Kenny Pickett. So I guess if you guys would give me a start-over quarterback, I could restart this thing. But, you know, the reason Cowher resigned, since we're talking about 2007, is because he had said, you know what, my message got stale. And I would say that Mike Tomlin's message has gotten stale as well.
I'd say Mike Tomlin needs to get right out of Pittsburgh and walk directly into the New York Football Giants locker room and take over that team. That's exactly what they need.
You guys heard people talking about Tomlin as a possibility to coach Penn State because they can't figure out who to hire as a coach, and no one apparently wants to take the job.
Yeah. That's
Well,
not
because Jimmy
shocking to me at
Sexton
all.
is also poisoning the well, which
Yeah.
doesn't help either. Yeah.
Yeah, what's he doing? What is he doing? When I've heard, I've kind of read some headlines on that.
He was James Franklin's agent, and he's like the super agent for coaches, like both in college and the pros. And so, like, he kind of dragged his feet a little bit because they kind of did overreact to firing James Franklin.
100%.
If we look at it in retrospect, you know, yes, they had that terrible loss, but they also lost Drew Aller. Like that kind of changed the trajectory of their season. And what happened is that they got Penn State and their alumni and their boosters and their administration, they just got fed up with all the memes of James Franklin is like, you know, whatever, 1-27 against teams in the top 10 or whatever the hell, whatever the stat was, right? And they overreacted because here's the thing. You don't fire a coach unless you got somebody lined up.
Bingo, bango.
And they did that. And that was their problem. And they thought, at the very least, they thought they were going to get Bob Chesney, who's a Pennsylvania guy. And then Bob Myers and Martin Jarman and Wasserman and UCLA came in and swooped him up. And like, they went after, they originally actually wanted Kalani Sitake. That was kind of their mainstay. And
the dude from BYU?
That dragged on for a while. And then the Crumble founder.
Wait a second. Kalani Sitake is
Kalani
from
Sitake
Russia?
is not Russian, Chris. He's Polynesian.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he is? Okay. Come on, man.
For the love of God.
You're
Not
going to have me
everybody's
telling
Russian.
people all day long. You're going to be, hey, you know that Kalani Salaki guy? You know he's Russian.
Because of that pipeline, that huge college football pipeline in Russia.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So anyway, and then the Crumble founder said, no, we're not losing our coach, and he's a BYU guy, and he went in and put a bunch of money to keep Kalani together.
Do you see what James Franklin had on his desk when he was doing this?
Right, and then James Franklin with the pettiest move of petty moves, which
What did
honestly,
he do?
I give him a tip of the cap. At National Signing Day at Virginia Tech, because Franklin obviously got hired there, he had a huge box of Crumble cookies
how funny.
on the desk. Yeah.
Oh, that's very funny. You know, one thing I got to say that I'm impressed since we're having this conversation, and George and I keep finding our way back to college football, is that, you know, a lot of these kids that were Penn State recruits and commits,
they all went away.
They flipped, and some of them even went to Virginia Tech with him. And I think to myself, you know, Penn State is way up here in the college football pecking order, and Virginia Tech is way down here, especially now between the Big Ten and the ACC.
Right, post Frank Beamer for sure.
Yeah, listen, there was a time where Virginia Tech football was one of the hottest programs in the country.
Yes,
but it's
for a
fallen
long
off.
time because he was there for a long time.
But it's fallen off, and so I was so impressed with many of these. Well, I guess I'm impressed with James Franklin. Because if you are going to go to Penn State and then he leaves and goes to what I'll call a smaller football school and a smaller football conference, and you follow him, that guy must be one hell of a good recruiter.
Yeah, but here's the issue, is that Penn State fell victim to something that happens once every 10 years or so in college football, which is where a program completely overrates itself and figures out in the wrong way possible
that you're not as good as you're not as big time as you thought you were.
Exactly right, George. Yeah. Nebraska figured this happened 20 years ago to Nebraska. Everybody's like, oh yeah, they're just going to be where they are forever. No. They've fallen off into obscurity forever. It happens every once in a while, and I had a feeling it was going to happen to Penn State because of exactly what you're talking about, which is that the boosters think something about their program. Where it happened to Clemson too. Anyway,
it happened to Florida State.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a second. I'll give you another one. It's kind of happening to USC, and here's what I mean by that. USC has this attitude of, we should be national championship caliber. We should be playoff contenders. We should have the number one recruiting class, which they just had. We should keep all the kids home from Southern California, which they kept a lot of them home this year. But there's this unrealistic expectation. SC has it, and there's no doubt Penn State has it as well.
Yeah, and they're going to suffer as a result, and it's too bad because the brand is strong, but the program is not that desirable. Again, Happy Valley, Pennsylvania is not where anybody wants to be unless they absolutely have to or they're from Pennsylvania. And I think that that's something that gets kind of lost in the sauce in an era in which you can go wherever you want and you can make plenty of money on your own. James Franklin going to Va-Tech, and George, you know, you obviously know a lot more about this.
They hate being called Va-Tech.
Okay, I know that, but that's why I
know.
say
I'm just
it.
letting you know.
But what I'm saying is that Virginia Tech is a place where you legitimately have a regional advantage. Number two, James Franklin has recruited that area for a long time.
Yeah, there's good players in Virginia.
Thirdly, I think that it kind of rearranges what the ACC does in terms of how seriously they're taking themselves. If James Franklin walks in the building taking what is not a blue blood, Scott, but a legacy program back to some level of relevance, perhaps, I think it was the great hire for Tech and a great hire for the ACC overall.
It was a great hire for Virginia Tech. I agree it was a great hire for the ACC. I might even argue to you that James Franklin jumped on the best/first job that he got offered because there's so much movement around college football. Had he waited and had he been available, I wonder if that would have been his first choice. Because there are a lot of good jobs out there.
I had heard he wanted Florida State, but they don't have the money to buy out their coach and then hire him.
Yeah, because there was even talk that Lane Kiffin was going to go to Florida State. I mean, they were trying to, under the radar, recruit Lane Kiffin as well.
Yeah. Listen, and I'll tell you this. You want to know something, a little, that doesn't get discussed a lot or enough?
The Big Ten is only like a 6 or 7 team league.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say that.
You kidding me? The Terps are in the Big Ten, for goodness sake.
I know. Well, they belong in the ACC.
Well, yeah, they're a charter member. But, yeah, Va-Tech, Got-Tech, Okie State. I'm going to say them. I don't care how much those fan bases hate.
9:24, the Prize Picks Power Hour is on. Sedano, Cappy, let's talk about our friend with that new phone number, Jacob and Ronnie.
Oh, gladly.
Listen, it's very simple. Cappy, you get into an accident, right? I mean, it's the holiday season. People are driving around. They're going to the holiday parties. Maybe they're going to try to, go to the store to get gifts for someone or whatever. All of a sudden, you're sitting there. Maybe you're changing lanes on the 10 freeway. Traffic suddenly slams to a stop.
You're thinking to yourself, Va-Tech.
and then bam! Yeah, that's what happens. You're on the 10. traffic stops, and then that happens. Yeah, then and here's the deal: your heart's racing, your car's a mess. Within hours, the insurance company's calling. They sound nice, they sound caring, but listen, they're not really there for you. You know who's there for you?
Tell me.
Jacob is there for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Jacob is like, hey, are you hurt? Are you in pain? Were you going kind of fast? I mean, the point is that you need somebody to talk to immediately. And I'll tell you who you shouldn't be talking to is everybody else that's there. I know this sounds a little crazy, George, but if you get into a car accident, like really the first thing you ought to do is have that number in your mind. You know that number I'm talking about. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
800.
345.
Things down.
89.
800. Yeah, 345-6789, right.
Yeah, it's very simple. Save it in your phone right now so you're not scrambling later. Because, again, the insurance company is going to ask you all these questions when you're in a daze, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob is going to hold your hand. He's going to take you through the process. You're talking to someone who fights for the city, who fights for real people like you each and every day.
That's exactly right. That's why you got to call Jacob. I mean, and listen, when we started this new partnership, this extended partnership with Jacob, I feel like, George, in many ways, Jacob did me a personal favor, which is, hey, big dummy, let's make a phone number that you can remember.
Yeah,
800. Right, 800-345-6789.
Yeah, or you can go to calljacob.com, obviously, but that number, we're going to give it to you one more time because it's the easiest number in the world to remember. 800-345-6789. Call Jacob. When life hits you out of nowhere, he hits back with a game plan.
Thank you, guys. 9:27 on the Sedano and Kap Power Hour. Now, right now, hold on. Before we continue with Quentin Yates and then Sammy Batesh Samboni's going to join us, we got to do these liners because Shinano's going to leave at 9:40. I emailed them, so let's do them.
George, I really like the yellow shirt you've changed into.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, guys, it's Sedano. This is Rams Cardinals. We're talking about the game tomorrow at 7 a.m. on LA's only local sports morning show, the all-new Sedano and Kap Morning Show on your home for Rams football, ESPN LA.
Give me the hey at Sedano. We might have stepped on you with our 3-2.
Hey, it's Sedano.
Nice and clean. Cappy?
It's my turn?
Yeah, go.
That's it? Hey, it's Sedano. This is Rams Cardinals. Oh, wait, that's not mine. Hey, it's Cappy. This is Rams Cardinals. We're talking about the game tomorrow at 7 a.m. on LA's only local sports morning show. It's the all-new Sedano and Kap morning show on your home for Rams football, ESPN LA.
All right.
That's it. Only one each, huh?
Well, we don't have a USC game, and then I have those weekend ones that we run that we cut a month ago that are in rotation every weekend already.
By the way, Cappy, don't run off after the show because we need you to record a spot.
Okay. There you go, Cappy. Don't run off.
If I asked you guys to guess who was hosting the FIFA World Cup draw, who would you think would it be? Have you turned this on yet? This is the most bizarre cast of characters I've ever seen in one place.
No, I don't know.
It's Heidi Klum and Kevin Hart. And
Wow.
the two people who just performed were Robbie Williams and Nicole Scherzinger.
Well, I get the Robbie Williams. He performs every year or every 4 years or whatever at soccer events.
This is a bizarre combo of people all over the shop.
Robbie Williams,
When was the
he did that
last time
song.
Heidi Klum was relevant, though? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to knock on her, but like, I mean,
When she
was
broke
like a major
Seal's heart,
supermodel.
that's when.
Yeah. What channel or what network? are you
It's
guys
on
watching
Big
this?
Fox, but like, this is so weird. It's happening in D.C. too. This is really strange. Anyway, sorry, sidebar. I can't believe what I'm looking at. There's like in the pre-show had Tom Brady.
Wasn't Shaquille O'Neal supposed to be
Shaq
involved?
was there. Yeah, it's like they just giving it out. Anyway,
I'm turning it on right now. Okay.
Beautiful day today.
This looks like very pre-produced and packaged.
yeah, they didn't even get their scenics right because it snowed today in D.C. or it snowed overnight in D.C. and like all the scenic shots were like from 2 days before. So, yeah.
Why is it so highly produced? Is that how they do it?
I mean, it's the draw.
Whose dog is barking?
My dog is barking.
Oh.
Not my dog.
Did you drop Nutella on him again?
No, he's just in the crate because my wife went to the dentist and he's pissed.
I wonder if she'll see Greg.
I mean, you want me to grab him?
Did she
I
go
can grab him and he'll stop
Is she at
barking.
the same dentist as Bergie?
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
She's not seeing Dr. Cerruti, is she?
That's
No, I could
you
never
know.
let her see Dr. Cerruti. I'd lose her.
Hi, this
Right.
is Dr. Cerruti.
Right, once she hears that.
That voice,
Hello.
forget it.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to
yeah.
get the dog. He's gonna
Go get
stop.
the dog.
All right, get that dog. So, Clinton, back
Yes.
to the story that we've been talking about all day, which was LeBron. You made a point, which was, this was sort of poetic, that this was the assist of all assists.
Yeah, I was being
Because-
funny, but yes, I get what you're saying.
Because here's the thing. And George and I were talking about it earlier, and he's kind of laughing at my whole thought process here. When LeBron gets the ball, he knows the game is tied, and he knows that his streak is in jeopardy. And he can either shoot the ball, win the game, and keep the streak alive, or he can shoot the ball, miss. People call him selfish for taking the shot, especially on a night where he was like 4 for 17. And even if he misses it, big deal, we're going to overtime. Or he can say, screw the streak, I don't care. Throw the ball out to Rui, who's open because he already has seen that Austin is double-teamed, and make the right play. And if Rui knocks it down, which he does, then LeBron's this great teammate. LeBron's unselfish. LeBron's more about winning than he is about keeping his streak alive. And all of those things happened. So, today Chris is saying, well, they ought to build a statue out there just for LeBron's great pass. To me, everybody expected me to come in today, Clinton, going, he's old, he's washed, it's a young man's game, he's flopping around, he's turning the ball over, he's getting swatted. All of those things may be true or not. But the bottom line is, when you're 4 for 17 and you have just recently had one swatted in your face, you don't want to take that shot.
Maybe. I think what was as important to this is that he passed it to Rui as much as anything. Not that it's Rui specifically, but he just plain made the right play. And that I felt like, at least hearing him talk about it after the game, was like, oh, okay, like he's got his natural inclination isn't just going to take him to a point where he feels he's the only one that can do it. And so for all the jokes people have made about whether or not he fits back in with the team and, whether or not that was going to gel immediately, it was the smart play, and it worked out for him. And I feel that feeling is as important as what actually happened as a result, because I feel like there was a lot of times where LeBron didn't trust his teammates the same way that he once did. And in that situation, it showed, and it worked out.
Well, that's a very important point, Georgie. I see you've brought Benny back. Trusting your teammates. We've been using the word empower. We feel like he has empowered Austin Reaves. He did empower Rui Hachimura last night. I made the point to George earlier that I actually think he's empowering J.J. Redick, because he's he's making a conscious decision. Let him coach and fit in on this team, add value in other places besides just having to score 30 points a night. And so, yes, I think that LeBron, in the early days of him coming back from injury, is showing at least critics like myself that he can do the things that we've been asking. Can he do these things? Those things are be more team focused.
Right. I think George would also know that if
focus on
being team focused is whether or not the ceiling gets higher for the Lakers or not, based on that, I think is still a very real question when it comes to a lot of competition. So it's a good start. A good sort of flow for that team. But, again, I don't think that LeBron not detonating the team chemistry, still we've seen that it makes this team that much better yet. But good thing AR is cooking, because that's quality.
I'll tell you this. Last night on a Thursday night, guys, what a great night of sports viewing. You had this Laker game that started at 4:30, and it pretty much ended probably around, call it 7 o'clock. By this time, you're well into the third quarter, I believe, of the Lions-Cowboys game last night, which was an entertaining football game for sure.
Yeah.
And then when that was over, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but that's when I switched over to the Blackhawks and the Kings. And so last night, you had an amazing finish of a basketball game. You had a highly entertaining, essentially playoff football game. And then I flipped over and I watched the Kings lose last night, which really just killed me. We'll talk to Samboni about it in a minute. But it was really that
Bedard put it in your chest.
Well, it was the end of the second period where they really lost that game, because they were down 1-0 and they had a lot of open looks at the net and they couldn't finish it off. And then in the waning seconds of the second period, they gave up a goal. So they should have scored, and they were 0 for 5 on the power play. They should have scored at the end of the second period, but they actually gave the puck back to Chicago, and they scored. I'm telling you, there may have been a second or two left in the second period. Samboni will know the better details. But, he's already here. Hi, Samboni.
Sitting right next to me. All right, guys, I got to run. This World Cup draw has gotten crazy, so I'm going to go watch.
All right. Shohei Ohtani. Oh, sorry, wrong sport. My bad.
All right, before we get to Samboni, why don't we talk about our friends at Prize Picks, please? It is the Triple P, the Prize Picks Power Hour, Jack.
Yeah, download the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. It's very simple to play PrizePicks. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable and every sport imaginable. We were just talking basketball a moment ago, so like points, rebounds, assists, or a combination thereof. You bundle a couple together when you go more or less on those stat projections. You can win cold, hard cash, Cappy.
You know, I really should have come in hot today, angry at LeBron. Because honestly, I had him yesterday to have more than 21.5 points. He only had 8. We all know that by now. I also played Anthony Edwards on the max discount. He only needed to score half a point. He had 11, so that was great.
You got 11. You got lucky on that one because that was so he did the thing that I said he would do the first night, where like New Orleans would get to him, and it got to him on the second time.
Yeah. And then Dak Prescott hooked it up for me because I had him for more than 272.5 passing yards. He had 376. But I told you earlier, I screwed up. I played Jared Goff for less than 252.5, but then in another lineup, I played him for more. And again, I screwed up because I had a 3-pick power play. It was $20 to win $105. Prescott came through for me. Goff came through for me, and LeBron let me down. So Italian Stallion, I had two $20 plays last night, and unfortunately, it was not good to be wrong. I can tell you that.
The Italian Stallion got you. There you go.
Yeah,
he got you last night. He defeated you, Cappy.
You
But I'll tell you about this.
You got to download it, man.
Download the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Again, your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Thank you so much. 9:36 on a Friday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. PrizePicks Power Hour, the Triple P. And when we come back, why am I so hot, Jorge? I was really hot there.
Our headphones.
I will take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Sam Bodie, Sam Patesh, our ESPN LA Kings insider next on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Your Lakers.
To LeBron. LeBron to Rui for the win.
Your season. Your home.
Good! Rui Hachimura hits a jumper at the buzzer, and the Lakers have won the game.
Follow Rui Hachimura, the Lakers, and every thrilling moment of the Lake Show.
And Rui hits the jumper that wins it for the Lakers at the buzzer.
On the home of the purple and gold.
ESPN LA.
Hey, guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. AvnerGatt.com.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I read something about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift the other day.
What'd you read?
Travis Kelce said, in 2.5 years being with this woman, he's never had an argument.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
Come on,
exactly.
Travis.
So
That's
I'm
a
betting
lie.
against Travis Kelce.
Let me just ask this question. They're both super insanely rich, right?
Yes.
And famous.
Yes.
What could they possibly argue over?
You've been married twice, right?
There's always something to argue over.
The remote control, what you're watching on TV, anything.
I love my wife as much as anybody could love another person. We argue once a day. It's over little stuff most of the time.
But if I could
Occasionally it's a
hop a
bigger
PJ
stuff.
to anywhere in the world, if I get upset, I would be going.
No, she'd want, why are you going on the PJ?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
9:39. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Well, it is ironic that on this day, back in 1996, Seal released Fly Like an Eagle from the Space Jam soundtrack because we're looking at Heidi Klum, who looks fantastic. But, you know, she broke Seal's heart.
Well, she broke her husband's heart before she broke Seal's heart. I mean, I think she got divorced.
I don't know the whole history.
Yeah, she got divorced from one guy to marry Seal.
But they're doing the FIFA World Cup draw right now, and it's taking like 40 minutes just to get to where we're at. The production on this show is amazing, but they're not as tight as the Mandy's. Like when she throws to the video, Jorge was a lot tighter when I would throw to a video. Like 4 seconds delay.
You should wear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at that gold dress she's wearing.
We might have to create an award for the Mandy's for Sam Boney. Sam Batesh, our ESPN LA Kings insider, joins us now in studio.
Hi, Sam Boney.
Oh, Cappy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about last night. I mean, I don't know, for those of you that were hanging out with Kings Talk after the game last night, I think that was the most upset that I've been after a game.
Yeah.
I was demonstratively disappointed. I mean, it was really, if you saw the third period, maybe you could say, all right, it was worth watching. It's a 2-1 game. The Kings scored to make it from 2-0 to 2-1, and so it looked like it was exciting. The first two periods of that, and you saw the end of the second, right, Cappy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just said
I was watching, and I, I'll tell you, at the end of the second period, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sleep, man. These guys do not look good at all. But let's just talk about that. At the end of the second period, when you've got that many opportunities to score and you're looking at an open net and it's whiff after whiff, okay, that's fine. It happens, all right? But you're down 1-0. But listen, you got to put the biscuit in the basket, baby.
Look,
all right?
The game's about one thing, and I'm sorry Sedano is not here to share in this with us because I'd love to talk to him about, scoring in the NHL versus scoring in the NBA and just what it's like to be a part of a sport where scoring is really such a premium item, right? It happens so rarely. And so the goal is really the thing, even more so and even better, I would say, than in soccer. I feel like soccer has too little. I feel like the NBA has too much. And I feel that the NHL is right in the middle. It's great. That each goal is celebrated in that way as opposed to every basket of an NBA game. So in this, though.
By the way, you're so right, because just one thing, Sam. Like last night, I was saying to the guys, I'm watching the Laker game, which then goes into the football game last night, Thursday Night Football, which then went into the Kings game. But my son is a massive Pittsburgh Penguins fan. And the Penguins were playing Tampa Bay last night, the Lightning.
The Lightning got ripped off.
Yeah, and so I could hear him yelling and screaming from another part of the house because goals mean that much in the NHL, no doubt. But just go to that end of that second period. They whiff on a bunch of open shots.
I think Parker's got it. I want to. This should accompany what you're discussing right here because
all right. So let's watch the video.
So Parker can play it while you're talking. I'll set up a little bit. So first
we're watching the video right now.
So Phil Deneau is the player who steals the puck from the Blackhawks goalie Knight. All right, and he's about to score. And by the way, Deneau is a guy that they're all rooting for. He hasn't scored in 35 games. Mm-hmm. So Deneau is like, they all think that this deluge of scoring is going to happen once they can break the curse from Deneau. Deneau steals the puck. He's got it out in front, and somehow Knight scrambles back and saves it. Then Fogel's got another chance at it. He misses, and Fogel's just back. And then our guy, Corey Perry, as I call him, Scory Perry, he's got the puck, and he can't score. So that's fine. You're thinking, all right, the second period is going to end 1-0 Blackhawks. Mm-hmm. Kings had a chance to tie it 1-1. That's just fine, right? And no. What happens 30 seconds later with 5 seconds to go in the period?
Yep, 5.1.
I mean, you got to understand, letting up a goal in the last minute of a period is dreadful. All right? When you score it, it's really epic, and it carries over into the next period. If you can score in the last minute of a period, that's unbelievable. If you're scoring in the last 10 seconds, especially after you had a chance, the Kings had a chance to score in the final minute. Instead, they give up a goal in the last 10 seconds.
Heartbreaker.
No, not heartbreaking. Reprehensible. Like something that they will be discussing every minute until they play, and they play the Blackhawks again on Saturday, which is weird. We can get into that. Right. It's bizarre. It's an interesting NHL quirk. It happened a lot during COVID, but
it is a demoralizer, right? I mean, you're down 1-0. You should be tied the game 1-1, and now all of a sudden you find yourself down 2-0 going into the third period. It's one of those things where you're like, it's not our night, man. We're screwed.
It's one of those where everyone's stick just feels broken, or they call it noodles. They call it wet noodle stick, basically, Cappy. So basically, everyone, you think you've got this firm moment on the puck, and instead you're swinging at nothing. It's like they can't do anything to get the puck in the net there, and I can't imagine. And by the way, the power play, the Kings were awesome. The Kings were one of the top teams on the power play at the end of last season. They traded for Kuzmenko at the end of the season, and they were one of the best teams on the power play. Right now, look at the standings right now of power play. If you look up power play percentages in the NHL, the Kings are DFL. Under 15%. A good power play operates at over 20%. The Kings are under 13%. You don't see that number. If they ended the season like that, it would be historic. They are the worst team on the power play in the league. Their coach has been great strategically on the power play in the past. They've got power plays that have been awesome at the end of last season, and they have been dreadful with the man advantage this season. 0 for 5 in that game last night. And right now, they've got issues. They're in second place, but that's in their division. If you look at the top of the Western Conference, Colorado has played 27 games, Cappy. Only in 2 of those games have they not earned a point. So they've gotten a win or an overtime loss in every single game except for 2. Colorado has given up the fewest amount of goals and scored the most amount of goals in the league. You understand that? That's basically leading the conference, number 1 in offense, number 1 in defense. I mean, you cannot be better than that. You cannot dominate the sport any better than Colorado's doing right now. And that's
all right, so Samboni, we're kind of down on what the Kings did last night or
true.
what they didn't
but,
do.
Yeah.
But they do, this is kind of an interesting quirk to the schedule. They get another shot at Chicago, like flip it around, turn it around real quickly. You get another. And by the way, not only do they play against Chicago again, but isn't there like a really cool kind of like Lakery, Kingsy kind of giveaway?
So this is almost ESPN LA night that's happening on Saturday at Crypto. So this is the Kings, proud partner with ESPN LA, and the Lakers, proud partner with ESPN LA. Lakers night at the Kings game. And check this out. Thanks to Parker Bell and to Reaves for hooking me up with this. Look at this. This is some quality gear. Now, unfortunately, they gave me Morales' sweater here, but I mean, I need an extra small. I mean, to be fair, that's not really a crack at Chris. I need ridiculously tiny items. All right,
you need like petite.
No. This. I mean, I am in the Aaron Andrews and youth section over at the team store. No, without. I mean, truly, they don't even bring me to the quote men's section when I walk in there. It's just, we know, Samboni, you're over here. Take a look.
How's that feel?
It's, by the way, it feels beautiful. Look at this jacket. This jacket is like a medium for a child. But it looks nice, right? I mean,
it looks really good.
Exactly. This is an extra large. This is extra large here, but check this out. Look at that with Luka and Kopi on it. How cool is this thing? This, I'm holding this up. I mean, if you can get this item on Saturday night, this is worth being at the game right here, just for this. For this crew neck shirt.
Yeah.
This is a beauty right here.
Now, you said it's my size, so I could just take that?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I wouldn't feel right walking out of here with an extra large. Who's that going to be for? I mean, this is definitely yours. It's definitely yours, Chris.
Good one.
Cappy, you're going to need one of these.
I also need one of those jackets. That's a good jacket you got.
I need a large.
Yeah,
you got that at the Team LA store?
This is definitely
That's why
from the
Mike
Team LA
Altieri, that gutless bum, should have taken Marty McSorley there before he banged the drum looking like he was in 1978.
So you have really upset Luke Robitaille about this.
Because Luke doesn't do anything. Luke's
Well, that's not
scared.
true.
McSorley's scared. Altieri's scared.
There is an issue here.
Altieri's too busy buying hair product.
Well, let me tell you what I think the issue is, Samboni. Because I told Chris, I heard him on Mason and Ireland the other day talking to Luke.
Yes.
And I honestly think that what Luke is not, this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Luke tiptoe around this. Hey, Chris, Marty didn't exactly retire like Wayne Gretzky, where he's rich and famous, and everybody loves him and adores him everywhere he goes. In fact, at the end of his career, there's a lot of things that kind of didn't go right, and his life hasn't exactly turned out right. And then here's Chris. Well, did you tell him he looks like he just woke up under a bridge?
Well, he doesn't live under a bridge. I'm sure he has a house and some clothes.
Let's explain 2 things about Marty, though. First, let's explain 2 things.
Hey, all I'm saying is take him to the Team LA store.
That's fine. But I just want to establish there's 3 things to say about Marty McSorley. Number 1, and take this as the lead, he is a Kings legend for protecting Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. So Kings
he had
legend.
a crooked stick.
But crooked stick in Game 2 of the 93 Stanley Cup Final. And they lost that game in overtime and then lost the next 3 games and lost that series. So Marty has that on him. And you mentioned it one day, Cappy, and you were great at pulling the name out. This was great. Donald Brashear. An incident with Marty and Donald Brashear is just an ugly, ugly incident for Marty. It was at the time the most games anyone's ever been suspended. I mean, so Marty, though, still is a legend. And Marty will be legend. When we get Marty and Chris in the room together, when we get CMM and Marty in the room together, legendary moment for all of us here, and I can't wait to see it. And actually, Luke was saying it can be, he needs to get Marty on the phone. He's not really much of a texter. He's got to actually call him for these things, and I get that.
Let's buy him a phone and buy him some shirts at Target.
I think it's great. And speaking of gear, by the way,
why at Target?
Because I'm wearing a T-shirt underneath there from Target. You can go to Kohl's too. I'm just saying, if he's not a big clothes person, Target's got good clothes.
Target does.
Goodfellow, the Goodfellow brand. I love those V-neck T-shirts.
There's definitely going. In fact, right now they've got, I think, Chevy shirts, by the way, because I know we'll talk about that later. They've got some good.
Sam Boney is going to Felix Chevrolet today on a Felix Friday to pet the big cat, and also he's going to get that new Equinox, the EV.
But we're taking a look at the Silverado also. We're taking a look at the Silverado.
Are you going to test drive the Corvette?
Because a Corvette.
Nikki D told me I could test drive a Corvette.
You can test drive a Corvette.
Well, speaking of test drive, by the way, Cappy, so now the Kings have signed off on you just being a scraper, on being an ice scraper. You're going to be able to go out there, and we have holiday ice right now. Yes.
Not the roof scraper, but the ice scraper.
So you will be part of the ice crew, Cappy. We're still trying to solidify the date. You know that Mason has to sing at the Ontario Rain game first.
So they're making
Yes.
So they're making
Yes.
Mason audition.
Yeah,
but
you're
they're
cleared.
just going to let me go on the ice.
Well, you've proven
Yes.
they've seen videos of you ice skating.
But Mason sung the national anthem also. There's
Not
video
well.
of that.
Many times.
So
his bit for some reason. Now I shouldn't say that. He does fine,
He's
but
great. I saw him
I
at
don't
the
know. I mean, he does it at the Mandy's.
All-Star Friday night.
He does it All-Star
yeah,
Friday night. I don't know. It's like his thing. Like, hey, I want to go sing the national anthem, and everyone I think is thrown like, okay. I remember when Kevin Demoff was like, yeah, no.
But the Kings have said yes, but they have said you got to go. This would be the equivalent of telling Cappy that he's going to be on the penalty kill unit for the Ontario.
Because we all know
Rain.
who Mace is. Mace is like, oh yeah, I want feedback. I want feedback. Then we'll sit down and we'll like start to talk to him in a meeting, and he'll storm out.
Really?
Yeah. So if he sings, it's happened several times to Bergie and I, and way back when Amanda. So if he sings at the Ontario Rain game, and they're like, thanks for doing that. And then he says, oh, so when am I going to be at the Kings game? And they're like,
we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
We'll get back to you.
Now this is going to start a war with him and Marty McSorley.
Then at that point, we could get everybody together. I think this is going to go just fine. He's going to be great at the Ontario
Can
Rain
Marty
game.
McSorley be at the Mandy's? Actually, by the way, we might rename the Mandy's. We'll call them the McSorleys.
I think that's a great idea. The Martys or the McSorleys?
And the award is a crooked, like a little mini crooked stick.
We could change the trophy for that. That'd be worth it. So, by the two things before we
Marty,
roll it.
be sure to wear your members only jacket.
Stop it.
I think Parker's got some footage of the mascot of the next opponent. So the Kings have the Blackhawks back-to-back, which is very rare, Cappy. So it's going to feel like a playoff series. They get them next. And by the way, they will change up the power play for that second game. Trust me. You'll see them back on the 5 forwards on the power play. They're going to make that change because they went away from it. But the next opponent after that, Monday, the Kings are on the road in Utah. And this is the first time they will face the Utah Mammoth. They have faced the Utah Hockey Club because they went with that for an entire season, which, by the way, gutless. Gutless to not have a name.
Good use of the word gutless.
Gutless to not have a name.
I kind of liked Utah Hockey Club.
No, that's no. If it was if Washington hadn't already done that for football, maybe.
How about the LAFC?
It's different.
LAFC.
Totally
it's
and completely
with soccer.
Completely
with
different.
But I thought it was different and
no.
unique.
No.
So Utah Mammoth, and I think Parker's got some of the
He
Mammoth
does.
with
It's
their
up.
woolly.
We're looking at it.
So I mean,
I love it.
So do I.
Pretty great, right?
I should have a Sasquatch for a
look,
mascot for another team.
Hey, relax.
We're gonna
What?
go.
Sasquatches.
We're gonna go pet the big cat today at Felix.
Yes.
But what every
you don't
time
have
I
to say
see
it like that. You got to say it with more energy, or else it sounds weird.
No.
You got to go say Nikki D. I want to pet that big cat. But if you're like, hey, we're gonna go pet the big cat, it
I
sounds
get it.
a little
Okay.
weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to be weird.
What if I'm a
about it,
sicko that likes to watch?
Well,
what about-
Ireland would watch you pet the big cat.
I would love to get this mammoth suit with Felix the cat. I'd love to get these two together, the mammoth and the cat. I'd love to see them two together. You know, just playing around, having
So
fun.
would Ireland.
Yeah, messing around.
Yeah,
you know,
he wants to watch.
Just messing around. And by the way, Cappy, what do you think of the San Diego Chargers and the Eagles this Monday night? By the way,
I am hoping that my Philadelphia Eagles just ham slam the San Diego Chargers. You know what I'm worried about, though, Sam?
I'll
you
tell
know,
you, yeah.
Samboni, I'm worried about this Jalen Carter thing. You know,
massive.
The fact that he's out, like, to me, I figure Philadelphia destroys San Diego because the Philadelphia defensive line eats up that beaten-up offensive
anymore,
line
though.
and gets to that quarterback who's got a broken hand. And without Jalen Carter, I am very, very worried about my Philadelphia Eagles against Anthony Sexy Jexy San Diego Chargers.
Sexy Jexy might have the edge, and the Eagles have lost 2 in a row. I mean, this is definitely like the Cowboys lost last night helps them, but this is go time for the Eagles. If they're trying to prove that they're not going to fall apart like they did in 2023, this game has to be had.
Before we get to our prize pick of the morning, pick of the day, and then dealer's choice, I believe Sam is getting on a plane tonight to go to a certain birthday party. Now, the question is, Cappy, are you going to this birthday party?
So I'll tell you guys this right now. Samboni has tried to inspire me. In fact, you ready for what he's doing? He's like flying out this afternoon, didn't book a hotel room, and is like flying back tomorrow morning. So what he's doing is he's pulling a Vegas Friday night where you don't have a place to crash.
This
is fun. You don't need one in Vegas.
Now, what's the best part about this, Lindsay? Getting on and off the plane with nothing.
Oh, yeah.
My
yeah.
ID.
Yep.
All I need is my ID and my phone, and I'm rolling.
By the way, actually, I was going to ask you if we could like send you with a little, like a small drawstring ESPN bag where we have like some T-shirts. I actually put a care package like that together for JT, and then we didn't end up giving it to him because of the feud.
Put some copies of this show so he can learn how to do radio.
Okay.
Wow. See, I'm
Will you
telling
take it, Sam? Will you take it,
Marty
Sam?
McSorley and JT the Brick, they're both going to come in one day, and Marty's going to have a hockey stick, and JT's going to have a brick, and they're both going to pound Chris over the head.
Hit the Alf theme. By the way, McSorley could probably do a better radio show.
Oh wow!
It's time for the Prize Picks pick of the day, Cappy.
Guys, I'm going to make this real quick for you today. Here's my play of the weekend. I'm going to give you a 2-pick power play. It's $20 to win $60, and it goes like this, so listen carefully. Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans, less than 188.5 passing and rushing yards combined. And from the Las Vegas Raiders, Ashton Genty, less than 53.5 rushing yards. So Cleveland is playing Tennessee. Cam Ward has not been good. Tennessee's really bad. The Raiders are playing the Broncos. They're going to be down. They're going to be Ashton Genty less than 53.5 passing yards. Cam Ward less. Ashton Genty less. $20 to win $60. It's a 2-pick power play. It's my prize pick of the weekend.
Happy birthday, JT.
And listen, all jokes aside, happy 60th birthday to that gutless bum. But
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
He gave us the word gutless. I have a gutless hat in my office. And here's the thing. Tomorrow, for his birthday, I might just post the video from SeaWorld when he gave us the drop that lives every day in the open.
You know, I sent him a text this morning, and I said, hey, happy birthday. I'm very sorry that I'm not going to make it. You're going to have 150 people at this birthday party,
and they're all going to pretend to like you.
Oh, stop it.
Would you
stop being mean? And I said, this you know what? As a matter of fact,
do not make it your dealer's choice.
No, I'm gonna an homage to JT is my dealer's choice.
We should have planned this better. This is on me. For the dealer's choice today, we should have played back his smack-off call from 1995.
30-year anniversary of that, by the way.
Yeah. Marty McSorley was still using the same phone. The dealer's choice real deal brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer. Or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE 0196-1658, Cappy.
So, Samboni, I have a very hard time saying no. I'm a yes guy.
I like that about you, and I'm similar.
Yeah, I'm a yes guy. I rarely say no. And I sent JT a message this morning, and I said, brother, I'm so sorry I'm not going to make your party. But what I've tried to learn is that when you say no to something, there's a way to kind of say it like this. One, I'm very, very sorry I'm not going to make your party. It's going to be a great party with me or without me. You're going to have a great time with all of your friends celebrating you, and I look forward to celebrating your birthday a little bit later on. So I have a hard time saying no, but I'm trying to say no in a very positive way. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. And you know what I do in that situation a lot, Cappy? I find myself not texting and writing no, and I'll get on the phone. If you get a phone call from me, a lot of times it means I love you, but. A lot of times my phone call is, I love you, man. This is awesome. What a birthday it's going to be, but can't make it.
That's what Cappy's ex-wife said to him. I love you, but.
Yeah, there was a lot of buts. Yeah, there were a lot of buts. And by the way, she didn't call. She texted, too.
All right, everyone. Thanks for a great week of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Enjoy your Friday, sucker. Please enjoy it. Enjoy the Rams game on Sunday. All the accoutrements, JT's birthday, the World Cup draw, Lakers basketball, LA Kings hockey. And we will see you Monday morning at 7 a.m. as we gather around the fire pit once again for another week of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. And be sure to remember, we only got a few shows left for 2025. December 19th will be our final one, and then it is the Sedano and Kap holiday special until January 5th. So enjoy it while you can. Feast on the holiday tradition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show and have a beautiful weekend. Please.
your chance.